What's up, friends and real ones? Welcome back to the channel. I am RealGrogg, and tonight we're exploring even further into Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Very excited. At the end of last week's stream, if you didn't see it, we were basically getting towards the end of chapter 1, kind of finalizing in this in-between period where we went and finally met Lord von Bergow. We saved Hans Capon from the gallows and met a bunch of different characters along the way as well. But Lord von Bergow sent us down to Nebakov, a fortress to the south in this beautiful environment, and recently occupied, it turns out, by some bandits pretending to be a gang that used to live there. And basically, we were distracted with some surprise nudity, we raced some horses, we did a whole bunch of stuff that was very distracting and kept us very busy. And then we were met with Hans Capon at the very end to ride back. But things got a little wonky. We decided to fight the whole base instead, and doing so did not go terribly well. So I reloaded, kind of squared some things up, and we are just now meeting up with Hans Capon to debrief what just happened. So with all the things going on, we're going to kind of get a little synopsis here, and then we're going to ride on back. A little forewarning as we dive into this. The next like 2-3 hours of this game are really an interactive movie. There's a lot of stuff that it's a little bit more on rails. It's kind of this transitional period in the game where the wedding is kind of the wrapping up of chapter 1, and then this is this, you know, chapter 2, 3, 4, kind of just this transitionary sort of period in the game where you know, we're really going to be learning a lot. We're going to learn a lot of different names of places, people's roles and connections, and it gets a little complicated. So if you have any questions, drop them in the chat. We'll be talking. We'll make sure that you get you all squared away with what's actually happening, who's going where, who means what, and what is actually being said to us. Because we're just a simple blacksmith's son. What do you want from us? But welcome in. Great to have you. Happy Monday to you. Thanks for sticking around. Welcome in, DJ Clayton. Welcome in, Miss Marin. Wonderful, as always, to have you both in the chat here. Howdy, y'all. Looking forward to some interesting action tonight. Me as well. Jump scare nudity. Yeah, you know it. Miss Marin was definitely here for the last one. And yeah, real surprising nudity appearing all of a sudden. But I don't think von Bergow will be showing us any of his nether regions, but we'll see what happens. If you make the right dialogue choices, anything's on the table in Kingdom Come Deliverance. Basically, a whole lot of things that I was trying to wrap up quickly in the beginning, describing it, but may not all make sense. So as we're going through, like I said, if you have questions, drop it on in. You know, we are at a pivotal moment in the story. And yeah, if you haven't caught up yet and you're curious as to what the hell is going on, there's a whole playlist in the biography of this video. And it'll take you to a playlist. You can watch every single thing to get you caught up in this playthrough. So without further ado, my friends, welcome in. Happy Monday once again. Hopefully it's treating you well. Hopefully you had a great week. And we're going to have some fun tonight. So sit back, relax, grab a mead, or whatever you're sipping on tonight. Play some Kingdom Come. Here we are. So I wanted to wait. Right when we go and meet back up with Hans Capon, after he has a whole secret meeting with the leader of this fort, and you know, again, I was distracted. I was busy with the blacksmith and with the young lady and playing some dice and this and that. But we did find some prisoners that were being kept in Nebakov Fortress as well, and one of them is in fact the actual guy, Nebakov himself, the guy who kind of set the whole place up. So the people that we first met when we got here, the bandits, they aren't who they say they are. And they are, in fact, a real danger to the area. So it's fortuitous that we found them. But yeah, we're going to debrief with Hans right now, and then we're going to ride on back.
My favorite retainer and protector just when I need him. The mission is fulfilled. It was a good meeting. In fact, We had a nice long chat. Sir Jaromir is a pleasant fellow, and he promised to send some men to help Lord von Bergow, of course. So we got what we came for. What about you? Did you have fun?
You could put it like that.
Yeah, you can
And
say
I
that.
saw some very strange things that make no sense at all. Everything about that fortress is damn fishy.
Really? Like what?
They're not so loud.
The horses, you mean?
Okay, interesting. So maybe I actually didn't fix it in this playthrough. I thought I did. But so we can choose of all the options that we interacted with leading us up to this point, all the clues we've acquired.
I bumped into those two bastards who were looking for us at Bojana the Herbwoman's place.
Seriously? Fuck. That really is unbelievable.
Wait, that's not all.
All right. You can tell me on the way.
Okay, cool. So this is just going to give us the option, travel right back to Trosky, and we're going to debrief once we're there in some safe quarters to really talk and debrief.
I agree.
But how y'all doing out there, my friends? Great to see you. Glad that you're with us indeed, Miss Marin and DJ. Great to have you. How's your week been? What you been keeping up to? Playing anything fun?
Yo, this place again. Oh, it makes my blood run cold.
Feeling great.
But it's good we're back safe. What you told me on the way about Nebakov was interesting. And definitely fishy. Good work. We should report it to Lord von Bergow.
All right.
Of course. Let's see him at once.
Welcome back, Sir Hans. Henry,
Greetings, sir.
I'm glad you got back safe and sound. Now let's get down to business. Lord Capon, what news do you bring from Sir Jaromir? How many of his men can I count on?
First of all, Sir Jaromir sends his respectful greetings, sir. And he says he will pray for your good health. He was most troubled by the news about the ambush on your company. He promised 2 armored horsemen and 3 infantry bowmen. Nevertheless, while I was negotiating with him, Henry took a look around the fortress and became somewhat suspicious.
This
Very
is interesting.
suspicious, sir.
I'm listening.
Yeah, so this is going to be interesting because I realized just now that I actually don't have all the facts that I thought I did. I'm sure it'll still work out just fine, but that's really interesting.
Sir, after our company was attacked by the pond, we hid at a Herbwoman's place. Armed men came looking for us there the next day. I met the same men at Nebakov. They vanished as soon as they saw me.
That is a very serious accusation. We will question Sir Jaromir's men about it as soon as they arrive. Is that all?
I do think that's such a nice little touch. If you remember back at the very beginning when we were at Bojana's and the 2 guys that come and attack us, I love that as long as you spare them, that you can still run into them, and that's who we saw at Nebakov.
I spoke to one of the villagers. He said there's a large band of mercenaries at Nebakov now, and they often ride out into the countryside.
Yes. Nebak hired mercenaries to protect the fortress. I spoke to him about them.
So Jaromir has hired mercenaries to protect the fortress? But he only sends me 5 men?
Right?
The villager was scared to death of those mercenaries. He would only talk to me in secret.
Well, Henry, you have convinced me. It seems something
Seems
serious
pretty easy.
is going on at Nebakov.
Yeah, settle in for a nice cozy
And
stream.
we will
tonight, my
have
friend.
to get to the bottom
I think
of
it's going to be pretty
which
cozy
we
overall.
might be able to do surprisingly soon, with a bit of luck. Because we haven't been idle either. We caught one of those bastards who ambushed us.
What? How?
A stroke of luck, more than anything. He's under lock and key down in the dungeons.
And? Did you get anything out of him, sir?
It turns out he's a tough nut to crack.
What about torture, sir?
That is
Henry just
it.
jumping right into it.
The men are superstitious. They say unclean work fits only for an executioner. And it seems we don't have one here. So they just beat him a little.
Oh
But
boy.
the bastard certainly knows how to hold his tongue.
Damn.
I thought you might also be interested in what he knows. He's most likely from the same band that attacked you. I don't know what you think about such superstitions, Lord Capon. But if you want to try and get something out of him, I will not hold you back. Make him tell you where his gang hides out, and I will be in your debt. And if someone in the region is helping them, I want to know who.
That's an offer that's hard to resist. I have a whole list of questions for that scoundrel.
All the instruments you need are right there.
Okay, so just for clarification's sake, I feel like this Henry, we're gonna lean into the good, lawful good, relatively speaking. Of course, I'm gonna steal now and then. Of course, pick a couple of locks. But overall, I think this Henry, we're trying to keep his honor high. He's a good guy. You know what I mean? We're not going down the path of evil. Maybe we'll do a playthrough like that in the future where it just goes real, real bad. But I think we're going to try to lean from here on in. If we can keep people alive, we're going to keep them alive. If we can keep them untortured, we're going to keep them untortured. I think we can all agree with that, right? And occasionally we'll bend the rules, right? That's what they're there for. But I think that in general, we're not going to try to torture anyone.
Well, we'll interrogate him, sir.
And welcome in, Damon Preble. Welcome in. Good evening, RealGrogg and chat. Guard work is BS, by the way. It is BS.
I thought you would want to settle scores.
Thanks for taking some time out to join us. Take a little
Have
rest.
you forgotten what they did to Oates and the others? What they put us through?
No, I haven't. But I'm a Christian, and I won't lower myself to their level. We'll get it out of him without torture.
We shall see about that. You have already surprised me once or twice, so I'm interested to see if you can do it again. And if not, I shall just hang the bastard. As a warning to the others. Nevertheless, while we are dealing with nuisances, did you notice anything suspicious on my estate while I was away? Something that might put us on the trail of those scoundrels, say.
I'm afraid I can't help you there, sir. While you were away, I spent my time, hunting. And after that, I was a guest in your cellars.
That's true. And you, Henry?
So this is interesting. You only get to choose one of these, and this is you acquire all these options as you explore Trosky in the moments leading up to this, or in the time leading up to this point in the game. So you can tell them about the murder in Troskowitz, which, if you remember, is the flautist with the flute in his ear. Quick shout out, Mega John Hall, welcome in. I love the debate on yard work. Yes, some people, Miss Marin, finds it very enjoyable, but not when it's 87 degrees and you're in a hurry, says Damon Preble. Totally fair. But welcome in, Mega John Hall. Great to see you, my friend. Glad you enjoy a bit of that outdoor work. It can be nice. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, this is all phenomenal. There is a balance to yard work. Kind of enjoy it, but then there's that part that's like, it kind of sucks after a little bit. Everything in moderation, right? Everything in moderation, even yard work. All right, so Crusader Knights are in the region. This has to do with the Hermit. Inquisition came to Troskowitz. Let's see, but so he's wondering about anything that might link to the bandits. Young Semyon left his own wedding, so Barbarian Gules, murder. So I mean, probably this. But just with the foreknowledge that I have, I think I'm just going to mention that. I'll just mention the murder.
There was a murder in Troskowitz.
Oh, and this is a different one.
2 farmhands killed Roman the woodcutter.
God damn it. No sooner do I turn my back for a while than people start murdering each other. I bet that fool Thrash only had thoughts for his daughter's wedding and forgot about his official duties.
100%.
I will send Ulrich to sort him out. Now, to more pleasant business. My personal bodyguard, Lord Bartosz, also known as Black Bartosz, came back from Prague with me. An outstanding swordsman, among other things. So if you want to take your mind off things or fancy some training,
right, so
you will most likely
find
find him at the sword-fighting arena in the outer fortifications. For you, Henry, he will have a gift from my personal armory.
Awesome.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so we now are tasked with torturing one of the supposed bandits that they captured from Nebakov. And Henry and Hans aren't really what I would say, you know, they're not really like torturers per se. So we're gonna have a little debate about that. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a very, if you're up in the north here, up in Minnesota, you understand it's been a very strange weather system lately, I'll tell you that much.
What do you think about it?
Are you talking about the torturing?
What else? Seems to me you were all too willing to do that dirty work.
What was I supposed to do? It was a goodwill gesture. What's more, we finally have a chance to put the screws on someone who at least has some answers. You know how they say the ends justify the means? That applies exactly to our situation. Like I said, if we can manage it without torturing, all the better.
All right. I don't like it.
I don't have a good feeling about it.
Look at it another way. We're doing von Bergow a favor by doing this. You know what that means, right? He'll be indebted to us. And maybe we'll come to terms with him. It's worth a try.
All right, well, what are we going to do?
What'll we do? I mean, we're not going to actually torture someone, are we?
Maybe we won't even have to if he sings.
I don't even know how to torture properly.
I don't even know how to torture badly.
Only now the minions are...
Us. Come on. Let's get it over with as quickly as we can. So,
All right.
it's up to us again.
Now, luckily, our Henry is decked out in finery and is already very charismatic, so he's studied. He's kind of intimidating at the same time. We got a lot going for us that I think we'll be able to talk our way into some information here. Now, luckily, I know the way around this castle. Otherwise, you have to putz around Hans, and it's like, come on, man, pick up the pace. So we'll descend into the basement, into the depths. Rats.
New blood?
Nice.
Did the last two get tired?
We're not Trosky guards.
I don't give a fuck who you are. I still won't tell you anything.
Lord von Bergow thinks otherwise.
Aye? Then all three of you can go and hold hands on your way to hell.
Ha ha! We've got a joker here. Who are you?
Nobody important.
That's for us to judge, if you wouldn't mind.
And who are you? If you're not guards.
Maybe a little good cop, bad cop to get warmed up, you know? Yeah, he doesn't need to know.
We asked first. So answer nicely, or...
Or we'll use force.
Do as you like.
I will say,
Yellow bellies.
Hans is
Just
not
like
an
von
intimidating
Bergow.
character. He's
On
just
the
not.
gallows.
Or
Like all
else.
traitors.
You know what? Let's try it the easy way. If you tell us what we want to know, nothing will happen to you.
Fuck off, bastard!
This is going
All
nowhere.
right.
You know, my friend here is a blacksmith's son. And he knows well what to do with things like these tongues here.
You won't get anything out of me. Bigger men have tried. So take those tongs and shove them up your arse!
You know, I think it's always good. So any torture situation, or even just like, the worst part about going to the dentist is seeing the tools. It's the waiting and the looking at and seeing all the things. Same thing with torture. Display first. Imagination is the craziest thing out there, so. Should I say that?
They won't fit me, but they might fit you. Should we try?
Anything. Just spare me the jokes, please.
Oh, Henry. I really should have changed before I
Let's
came
do
down
what
here
we
too.
came
It
to
looks
do.
great, but it's not.
You
It's
can see
again not
there's no
terribly
point in fooling
intimidating.
around with him. Now you're going to talk, you fucking louse. Understand?
I'm not saying anything. Do as you will.
Let's see. Who's
Someone
your
must
dad?
be in
What does he
charge
do?
of everything. I want to know who.
Fuck off!
Yeah, right. Let's see. We can try to intimidate, or we could try to, whisper nothing. Kind of trick him a little bit. Yeah.
Your leader. Who is he? You think you can impress him, do you? By how heroic and tough you are. But you know how it really is? You're nothing to them. They've probably written you off long ago. Am I right?
Exactly.
The world is full of ingratitude. You're here trying to hold your tongue like a monk under a vow of silence, and they couldn't care less.
Well, there's some truth in that. I don't know him very well. They call him Jan.
Is that it?
I really don't know nothing. I ain't been with him long. But he seems like a straight-up bloke. He's got good ideas, and nobody would dare to go against him.
All right, it's good information.
Where's that band of yours hiding?
So we actually already know, and that little symbol kind of indicates like, hey, you already know this. Story will continue to move on nicely, but yeah, we can try to see. You know what? I'm just curious. Nah, I'll let him tell me.
I'll ask again. Where's your camp? You think you're real important, eh? A tough nut. A hero. Only you're just a poor wretch living a shitty, wasted life among outlaws. No one respects you, and no one likes you. Not even your bandit cronies. Even if you somehow slipped away back to your lair, wherever it is, do you think they'll thank you? No fucking way.
Nebakov. It's Nebakov.
Oh, I knew something wasn't quite right.
Fuck! We were right in the lion's mouth. How did you manage that?
Old Nebak is a
Oh,
gullible
Henry's pulling no
fool.
punches in this one,
Like
Miss Marin.
you two.
No punches at all.
Stupid
He's
as he
here to
is,
play.
He didn't have many men in the fortress. We took it with
Damn,
one
Purple, who
finger
is
up our
Red
noses.
Viking?
Just who are you people? I doubt you're just common bandits.
Indeed not. We actually give a shit about the fate of this land. And above all, we don't want it fucked up by sellouts like you.
Bollocks! You're nothing but a band of mercenaries raiding for coin. You're no different than bandits. So don't try to turn your crimes into something noble.
Yeah, I mean,
I
these,
know quite well what you are. And I'll tell you in a language you understand.
yeah, I mean, these guys, you know, they did kill our group.
Is there a man among you they call Istvan?
I don't remember.
So again, we're going to try to avoid the torture. And I mean, hey, we're now getting all fancied up for this is a good idea. We got a 30 on that. No
There's
problem.
no point in denying it. We know Istvan well.
A bit too well, I'd say.
Look, I'll tell you about him, but only because he's odd anyway.
Finally, something we can agree on.
How do you mean? Odd.
He seemed lily-livered to me. A coward. He avoids combat like the devil does crosses.
If you don't know, in the first game, Istvan Toth is basically this Weasley guy that takes your sword. He's basically running the scenes on all these different bandit crews. He's always playing the diplomatic game. He's always playing a political game of like moving around, giving himself more power. He's always been really good at that. And Istvan Toth, and he's basically like the end of the first game. If you don't remember, he's up in the tower of Talmberg after he takes it over from from Queen Stephanie, and he's the guy that we basically talk to, negotiate with. He rides off, and Henry and Hans are like, "Well, we're gonna go after him." So basically, he's this snake that we've been chasing for a long, long time, if you don't remember. And he currently should still have our sword. We gotta get that back.
Does he have a special sword?
What special sword? Dobradilla.
Henry!
Does he
Oh,
or
nice.
doesn't he?
I don't know about any fucking sword!
Oh, Damon, you're too kind. Red Viking is a friend of mine. Online gamer streamer, not nearly as good as you, you flatterer. I did ask him to raid your channels on Mondays. Hey, all are welcome, of course. That'd be phenomenal. Yeah, and yeah, that'd be a nice little surprise. But hey, maybe we'll have to check him out as well. So again, we're not going to torture. We'll just
To hell
stop.
with you.
We got information we need. We know now officially they're at Nebakov. We know their leader's name is Jan. They've been operating in the area. A lot of good information. Didn't have to pull any wrenches on them either.
Somebody in the region must be helping you.
I'll tell you no more. Nothing. Go and crawl back to your von Bergow.
Hey, what's up, Stephen Yarnell?
You must tell me. After all, he's the one responsible for your suffering. If it weren't for him, you wouldn't be rotting here.
That's a load of bollocks.
Oh, is it?
You got to
If
think,
he
though,
really wanted
after
to
like the
help you,
fourth time
von
that Henry
Bergow
just sort of
wouldn't
walks
come
over
out
and
of it alive.
hovers his
I
hand
want
over
that
the barrel.
bastard's name now.
Kurva!
The name, say the name!
Older! Sabine!
Twist!
The groom. That's why he left his own wedding.
Jesus Christ! And what about the others? Once von Bergow finds out...
All hell will break loose. But the people from the fortress are innocent.
Oldest Semine.
They know nothing.
Gnarly. Agnes. Good lord.
If you tell him, their blood will be on your hands.
Von Bergow isn't a madman. He'll mete justice out fairly.
My arse!
So, we have just found out that good friends of ours, the Semines, oldest Semine, in fact, the young one that just got married, the reason he disappeared from his wedding was to attack von Bergow's patrol, take him out, and then get back to the wedding in time. So we like the Semines. I like the Semines a lot. They're great people. None of the other people seem to know about it. It was just Oldest plan. So we'll have to think about this.
Why did you ambush us? Over by Rock Tower Pond.
Nice.
Fuck! That was you! I knew I saw you somewhere before, and I'm sorry it wasn't for the last time.
You slaughtered a party of messengers, you goddamn monsters, my innocent men!
In war, no one is innocent. All of you on von Bergow's side deserve to die.
Not on his side.
But we're not on von Bergow's side. We came to him to negotiate an end to this senseless war. Only your damn band of outlaws put a stop to that.
Ha! A likely story.
There's no point in explaining anything to this numbskull. A firm hand is all he understands.
You're not worth the effort. I think the interrogation is over.
We'll see what Lord von Bergow has to say about it.
Go to hell! And von Bergow too. I pray someone will send you there. Soon.
Didn't have to touch him. Got out of it. Both of us unscathed. Phenomenal. Stephen Ernell, on your third official
not a
playthrough on your way to see
pleasant
Tomcat,
feeling.
best of luck. I love to hear it.
But I'm glad that in the end we didn't have to, you know.
I reckon he told us everything we wanted to know.
Yes, good work. There's some fella called Jan in charge. They occupied Nebakov, and that bastard Istvan joined them. But what he came out with in the end
strikes.
about that Semine being an ally, I just
Thank you,
can't
Damon. Yes,
understand.
Henry looking proper this
Why?
evening. Favorite gear
For
setup so
God's
far.
sake,
I
has
love this look.
Semine
This is one of my
turned
absolute
against
favorites.
von Bergow? It's open rebellion.
Do you think the others in the fortress are in on it? Old Semine. Gnarly.
I hope they're innocent. But either way, it looks like a terrible mess.
So right here, kind of a big moment. Let's turn Semine. I mean, I guess you get the final choice later, but you can keep quiet about the Semines or turn them in. Now, I think we keep quiet about it. Lots of twists and turns.
Well, that's exactly why I think
never
we
know.
should keep the news about young Semine's involvement to ourselves for now.
I'm not so sure, Henry. Von Bergow trusted in us. Won't be tired as if he ever discovers we lied to him. But do what you think is right.
Great. I love how often our noble lord is like, yeah, you know what? You decide. You're my page. Sure. Pardon me.
Careful.
See a damn thing. Well, get out of my way. All right, I want to try to. Actually, I think Hans will wait if I don't wait for him. Okay, cool. Awesome, awesome. Oh, well, what do you know? A little wine goblin tonight, I suppose. Excellent. Well, cheers to you. Happy Monday. Oh, that's good. It's quite good. All right.
Greetings.
Greet the guard while we're at it, might as well. But yeah, just a quick shout out to the look. Killing it. Now, I will admit,
That's a good one.
after just in general, I feel a little guilty, or like a little feels a little cheaty to wear like DLC items and things like that. I don't know, it's just like it's kind of been sitting with me where I'm like it's almost too much of a boost right away. But I'm not going to stop until I have something to replace it with. But you'll see, so basically my main goal, so one, the fit itself, solid. Red and blue, great look in this. Got some pauldrons, got some armor. But basically my point of that is I try to replace the armor sets, like the Warhorse armor or whatever. I try to do that as quick as possible. Whatever's going to be the most stylish, though. It's got to be stylish, got to look good. And even if you take a little hit in the armor class, I think that's okay, because it's a bit more of a challenge that way anyway. So I'm trying to lean more into, like, I want to get the cool gear that I like a lot as soon as possible. Someone treating you right, Rover. Oh, absolutely. Yes, indeed. Always treated very well. But hey, here's to you. All right. With that said, I can deal with feeling a little cheap for a little while, just if I'm going to get some sweet armor. As always, though, let me know how I am looking and sounding. If there's any issues on that end, let me know. I'm going to make sure I have that right there. Boom, boom. Excellent. Just to make sure. Got a beer and some mixed nuts. I mean, what more could you want in life? That's a perfect balance right there. That's the balance we all strive for. All right, Henry's looking good. We also have the more full armor set, and we have the the wedding look, which I am a fan of. Now, I think ever since the big patch that they just released, where you can now get a haircut and everything, you used to be able to get this hood, which is actually Samin's hood. So Lord Samin himself would have this awesome, noble style hood, and this is the symbol for it, though, this weird little sack. And you could steal it only at night. It was a whole thing to do. Looks and sounds great. Audio levels are perfect. That's what I love to hear. Excellent. Thank you for letting me know, everyone. Yeah. But now I can't find it. I can't get it anymore. I've done everything I've done to get this in the past, and it's not there anymore. So I'm going to hold on to this with love and care. Otherwise, I think we're looking pretty good. I think should be mostly fixed up. I think we got to fix a couple of items. I need some armorer's kits, that's for sure. Damon, never settle. Never settle, Damon.
Careful.
Always go for what makes you happiest. Let's get some light on the subject. Okay, so this might be a lengthy conversation with Mr. Bergow.
I bring news from the torture chamber.
Excellent. I will send for Burgrave Hashek. I want him to hear it too.
We interrogated that captive, as you ordered, sir.
And were you able to find out anything useful?
I think you'll find some of it useful, sir.
Speak then.
All right.
The bandits have a camp in Nebakov. Somehow they succeeded in occupying the whole fortress.
What? How? Why? You met with Nebak yourself, Lord Capon. Did you not?
As it turns out, they locked Sir Yaramir away, and someone impersonated him quite convincingly.
I mean, having never met the guy, I think it's
Very
fair to be
well.
tricked.
Apology accepted. At least we have found this out now. They'll soon learn what a mistake they've made.
All right. I think we keep it hidden. If you want to hold on to that hood and put it in your personal chest, I say that because some NPC grabbed my Warhorse boots while I was sleeping in a camp by the road or over the previous save. No way. I've heard that people will steal from you if you're asleep, or like, I mean, I feel like everyone in this game kind of has that same character build opportunity as Henry does. So it's like when you're in conversation, sometimes I'm like, did you just pass a skill check on me? And people can rob you while you're sleeping? That's crazy. That is too good. That is good to know. Well, then I think, honestly, my big thing with this, I treat my Henry well. Every town I go to, if I can buy a bed there, I'm buying a bed there. I feel like my stuff's safe. And it looks too good to leave in a chest. You know what I mean? Look at this. This is a This is a noble's hood. I gotta wash off the blood, but otherwise it looks great.
Your suspicions about the folk in the region haven't proved true. It seems the bandits are working on their own.
That's just what they'll do.
Sound right to me. Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, sir.
Thanks. Hans
Nobody
backs
could
us
be
up.
such a fool as to stand against you, sir.
Perhaps.
All right, we gotta mention Toth.
The prisoner confirmed that Istvan Toth is with them.
Ah. That man in black armor. Yes?
Bergow.
I remember you mentioned him.
Precisely. Black armor. As black as his soul.
I understand you don't like him. But he's only one man. I'm more interested in that pack as a whole.
That's all we found out.
I must say, you got quite a lot out of him. Certainly more than your men managed, Hashek.
But, sir,
I got a much higher speech
In
skill.
any event, the die has been cast. We will wait until my vassals in the vicinity muster up, and then march on the Nebakov.
certainly, sir.
And, sir, before that, could we discuss that matter of ours?
Soon I shall throw a feast, so we can discuss the plan of attack with the other lords. Of course, you shall be my guests.
Awesome.
But now,
Just like that, invited
Go
to a
and rest.
noble's banquet.
we have a long day ahead of us.
Yes, sir. Henry, come for me this evening. We'll go.
All right. So, I love that they do this, by the way. I think this is absolutely phenomenal. They let you know, watch out. You're approaching a key point in the story. Once you talk to Capon, free access to the world will be restricted for a while. All side quests except Demons of Trosky can be completed later. And I just love that sort of like, hey, relax. Yeah, you're going to be continuing the story. We're going to be moving on quite a bit. But you can still do everything else that it's all like that stress of, oh, I got all these missions to finish. You can come back and do them later. And I would even say, like, yeah, for some of them, leave some meat to eat at the end of your meal. Does that make sense? Like, if you do every single thing, you might wish there was more later. Let's see, trying to be cryptic about it without being spoily. But so we're going to spend a little bit of time basically just kind of getting ourselves equipped to move on, have everything with us that we need, and try to level up a little bit more, perhaps in a couple of stats, put some things away as well, lighten up the inventory. And really, I'm going to use this opportunity to rob the shit out of Trosky Castle, because super nice clothes, high quality gear, you leave it in your chest, and by the time the next part of the story rolls around where you have access to your chest, it's all yours now. And because by that point in time, the stolen status should fall away. So that's my totally above board plan. We're going to explore the castle a little bit more. Basically just use like real time to get us to the point that Hans is going to wait for us before the party. Then we'll meet up for the banquet tonight. And tomorrow we ride for Nebakov with all of Lord von Bergow's men. So it's going to be pretty exciting here in just a short bit. So we're going to explore the castle, get a bunch of gear, get kind of set up for the next bit, and yeah, then we're going to really have some fun in just a short bit. For victory is our current mission. Much better than that. This guy.
Greetings. What would you like?
So, a couple of things. One, all these graves
While
we found all over
exploring the region, I came across
over the
several
region.
graves of your men.
Ah, yes. Captain Thomas and his men were not the only ones not to return. At least we know what happened to them. Here. Something for your trouble.
So, Master Chamberlain, are you feeling better?
I don't want to hex it, but I'm a lot better.
That's good.
I'll be careful, thank you.
Nice.
Is there any work around the castle I can help with?
Well, there's the issue with the demons.
Demons?
Quiet! I don't want to cause a panic, but yes, unfortunately. Once again, devils are wreaking havoc at Trosky.
You mean horned ones? From hell?
Do you know any other kind? I'm preoccupied with tasks from Lord von Bergow at the moment, so I don't have time to deal with it. But I suppose you could do it?
You want me to get involved with hell itself? At least
Yeah,
tell
we
me
can
more
handle
about it.
Ah, you know the times we're living in. War, bandits. The devil took advantage. The castle is built upon an ancient, though fortunately extinct,
So yeah,
spawn of
he's basically just going to tell us that that it's built on the gaping maws of hell.
Real-life demons, eh? I don't believe in that. Maybe you just have some bats in the belfry.
Have you ever seen the castle during a proper thunderstorm? How God strikes the cliffs with lightning. I can see you're inexperienced and are taking the matter lightly. Pray it won't.
This'll be my first time seeing a real demon. So what needs to be done?
Our cooks, Manietta and Berto, were complaining about the creatures running around their kitchens. Ossina, the castle blacksmith, was also blabbering something of the sort as well. The good news is it's only 3 people, for now. We have to act quickly to prevent the panic from spreading any further.
What did you do about
No.
it in the past?
We usually cleansed the except
All right, so basically we have to cleanse the fires in the towers. The only reason I really think it's important to do this mission, I don't care about the mission at all. The reward isn't anything amazing. In fact, I don't really remember what it is. But the main thing is it's going to give us access to the entire castle without being accused of trespassing or anything like that. So it's going to make it way easier to steal and rob them blind. So that's really the main reason I'm even talking to this jackass.
Lord von Bergow has my admiration then. How long did
Yeah.
they fight?
That's the main reason we're talking about all this stuff with him.
In any case, you'll have to ask Manietta and Berta, and then simply make sure to get rid of them for good. I'm sure both the scribe Erazim and Father Nicodemus will have something to say about it as well. The question is if you're up to it, or if I should call in someone braver.
I'm ready to scour the castle and try to chase those monsters away. Could you arrange for me to be able to go wherever I want in the castle, without anyone chasing me out?
Very well. You can move freely about the castle while completing this task, but don't stay any longer than necessary in otherwise forbidden areas.
Me?
I let the guards and
I
servants
wouldn't
know
even think
discreetly.
about it.
If anyone
That
asks,
sounds crazy.
tell them you have my permission.
You
Sweet.
said something about a...
We've all... Which one?
All right. Yeah, we'll go with magic
I'll
water.
try
We're
the
better at
water
alchemy.
from the...
He supposedly went all the way to the Takov waterfall to collect it during the full moon.
I will say the
I
Takov
believe
waterfall
you can, but
is like the
don't
most beautiful place
be with you.
in this early map. So although he mentions it, it's a lovely area. Okay, so the whole will go with this. Talk to Manietta, talk to Ossina and Bertha. That's just to get their side of the story for the demon thing. But really, I also remembered one other thing: the Opus Magnum. This completely slipped my mind. And this, my friends, is actually the end of the Miller's quest that would basically, wrap up his storyline for the pre-wedding work that we were doing. Fill those pockets, Henry. Sticky fingers in the house. Absolutely. Stephen Yarnell says, in case CD1, the Talmberg siege mission would cause House of God side quest to automatically fail. Yes, exactly. So what the devs did was brilliant. Love the warning. Absolutely. Time to liberate some underappreciated possessions. If I don't do it, they're just going to sit there, get mothballs. They're going to be forgotten to time. So at least let me walk around fancy streets. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to steal everything. Chamberlain sounds quite a bit like Judge Claude Frollo. I don't know why, but the voice actor does. Judge Claude Frollo. I'm not sure I'm familiar with that person. Yes, absolutely. We're going to have to steal some stuff. We're going to wander around the castle. We are going to water the fires because you can only do that mission right now. So like I was saying, everything else you can do later. But it did just remind me that this is also part of it. So what do we got to do for this? Greza wants Enelin to get the book for him, but that bird has long flown the coop. That's true. Now the whole thing is up to me again. The Miller mentioned the Trosky scribe Erazim. It makes sense to begin my search with him. So a couple of reasons to go talk to the local scribe about what's going on here. Now, what's really funny is I also think that this mission is kind of to get you familiar with the crone and the maiden and how to kind of traverse this place. This guy's a dick.
You're always welcome here, good sir.
All right, just got to begin our soup. Pardon me, sir. Excuse me. Oh, no, excuse me. Pardon me. All right, now it is the middle of the day, so it's also going to be a little harder to kind of break in everywhere I want to break in. Actually, no, we're totally fine. We're totally fine. Oops, sorry about that, Regina. All right, so that means that that's... Now this is, I believe this is Lord von Bergow's chambers.
Lord von Bergow.
Oh!
I've been told to deal with the demons plaguing the castle.
It's a thankless job, but a necessary one.
Are they really so much trouble around here?
They've been a nuisance ever since the castle was built. Call him whatever you want. That hellish bastard certainly wasn't happy when Sir Vincent started building 2 towers right on top of his extinguished fairy estate.
Can't imagine
Oh.
it was.
Megan
But
John
he
Hall with
soon
the
realized many
legal
a-
loophole.
You put
The cast, we have no choice but to try and tolerate Lucifer.
During the day, it's borrowing. It only counts as stealing at night. Totally forgot about that loophole. So thank you, John Hall, for putting my mind at ease. I can't rob you. Dang it. Can't rob you there, but I bet I can rob your other stuff. Solid gold ring, 120 groschen. Yes, please. Oh, coming with. This is just awkward now. I thought we just... It's like that thing where you say, yeah, see you later. Have a good one. You both walk the same way. You're both parked in the same direction. It's the worst. Now, my general rule, though, when I'm just realizing, I'm like, why are all these just rob options and not picking locks? Because I already did pick almost every lock in this castle. Let's see what I left behind. But pretty much my rule is good price for weight, and also, if it's clothing or anything like that, gold tier only. Unless I really, really like it. Gold tier only. I just find it's more of a pain in the ass sometimes to just carry around anything below gold tier.
Always welcome here, good sir.
So that's my general rule. Alright, what time is it? It is... Oh, shoot. Okay, so we actually don't have that much time before nightfall. I think we're going to go ahead and just bang out this fiery mission real quick.
Christ, pardon me.
Try to find the scribe, which I think is on the other side of the castle. If I remember right. So we are in the we're in the Maiden right now? Maiden. Oh, no. We're in the Crone right now, and then the Maiden is the prettier tower over there. I believe right there. Yeah, so that's the Maiden. This is the Crone, I believe. I think that's right. Now, Osuna, it's just a big waste of time. He's just pulling a practical joke. Thinks he's so funny. So I don't really even bother with him. All right, all my gear in the trunk. See, I mean, we got a bunch of good stuff to sell. We got a bunch of good stuff to wear. So we're looking pretty good there. And just a bunch, yeah, really just a bunch of junk, actually. I mean, it's nothing very, very good. Just gonna put away a bunch of stuff while I'm here. Might as well. Boom. And I've got some stolen stuff on me, so always good to keep it here. Yeah, like probably about 95% of what I'm putting into this chest, I'm going to sell later. I just don't want the weight on me right now. Chamberlain's ring. So that's actually interesting. Now the gold, look at this. Your gold ring is very, very good to boost up your charisma. A plus 25 just for a solid gold ring. Those things are incredible. So once that loses its stolen status, I think we'll go ahead and pop that on. But for now, we'll put it away. I'm just going to store all the saddles and stuff like that because that's a lot of stuff. And we'll dump a lot of that. Oh, a bunch of books as well. Definitely going to read those, though. Sell. All right, looking pretty good. 8 pounds of junk. That's great. Boom. All right. Decent. It's half our carry weight now opened up, so a little bit better at least. Okay, so I think we just kind of do it quickly. Gonna try to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone here. We're gonna try to do the Asuna quest line and the demons.
The Chamberlain said you know something about the demons haunting the castle.
Those monsters are back again. Last summer, we only heard them scratching the walls and roof with their claws. But they got a lot more bold this... They're leaving charred marks on my wooden spoons.
Don't worry. The Chamberlain is
Hey,
taking
what's
this
up, Kevin
very
Anderson? Welcome in,
seriously.
buddy.
He sent me to take care of it.
We're just taking
My
care of some
eyes
demons in
and
the
ears aren't
castle.
what they used to be.
Light work.
But I still know
Nice and easy.
everything that's going on around here. Be on the lookout for people walking arse first. That's how the demons disguise themselves.
All right, I'll keep an eye out.
They're coming from the other side of the castle, below the maiden, I swear.
How should I deal with them?
Of course. You have to find 5 fireplaces in the palace, under the maiden, and sprinkle water on them. Be careful to sprinkle within the width of your little
more
hand.
witchy stuff.
Every 3rd drop must be twice as big as the ones before it.
It's crazy. Yep.
I'll take care of it. I hope I can do it exactly as you said.
And one more thing to take to heart. The spell is most effective when performed in the moonlight. But most of all, don't forget, 9 drops. God bless you, sir.
Got it. Okay, so what's really funny about that is that you're sent both towers now to sprinkle fireplaces with holy water or with the apothecary water. They're pretty much now. Oh wait, or did that cancel it? Anyway.
God bless you, sir.
A room on my desk. Oops, sorry, kitty cat. I got a snoozing kitty here, and I just woke her up. I'm a terrible person.
It happens. Just watch where
She
you're
looks
going
like the
next
crazy
time.
tarot readers from the camping horror game. Oh, yeah. The Quarry. Oh, what was that lady? Oh, my God. I'm never going to remember her name, but yeah, the Quarry. That was a really fun playthrough. A great co-op playthrough. If you haven't watched it, go check that out. Or if you have, thank you for doing so. But that was a blast. Miss Marin joining me for I think it was 4 or 5-parter, maybe a 6-parter. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, that fortune teller, what the hell was her name? All right, but anyway, we're getting closer to the scribe. I think he's just right up here. This is his room. He's got a real nice setup, I gotta say. Really nice room. Hell, he's even got the king, or not the king, the chamberlain. You're in his room. So first things first, I want to borrow a book, which is continuing the storyline for the
I
miller.
heard some interesting books from Prague have arrived at the castle. There's one I'd like to borrow. An alchemist's cookbook. A sand-coloured cover, embossed.
Yes, several rare and astonishing books have arrived from Prague. But why are you interested in an alchemist's cookbook, of all things?
I've heard there are some interesting ideas in it. Every alchemist is in dogged pursuit of wisdom, especially those from Prague.
Perhaps you know more about that book than I do. Well, I'll have to disappoint you. Lord Nickvard Libak helped me sort the new books at the time, and the one you're looking for caught his attention. He left with it before I could even discover what it's about. All I remember is the author's initials, B.B. I'm fairly benevolent when it comes to lending books, and I appreciate Nickvard's help, but he's had it borrowed for an excessive amount of time now.
I'll have a talk with Nickvard and find out what the problem is.
You think I haven't tried? But since you've already offered to address this pressing situation, listen to what I've learned. It seems Nickvard lost the book. I've warned him repeatedly not to carry borrowed books around with him, but Nickvard is old and stubborn.
All right. Now, this is a scribe, so I'm going to defend books.
The price of such a book must be incalculable. People like Nickvard are too dumb to understand.
But I digress. As I said, Nickvard is intentionally avoiding me. But I've made headway. I've managed to find 3 people who've spoken to him recently. Bertha, the cook.
We just talked to her.
Regina, the maid. And Hirsch, the hand.
All right.
For a nobleman, Nickvard is quite wary of his own kind, speaking only to servants.
I'm surprised that he's ever spoken to anyone but myself. Nickvard is a loner. Which is also why I suspect something bad has happened, now that he's decided to leave his shell. But I'm afraid that's all I've managed to find out.
All right, I'll find the book.
I'll help you. I'll ask all 3 and see if they lead me to Nickvard.
Many thanks.
I won't keep you any longer.
All right, now that was just for that quest, but we should also probably check about demons haunted the castle. No, I think we got that figured out. Ooh, this is also interesting.
All right then.
So while I've got the people available, I would like to take advantage of being trained by anyone who can train me. So I think that this is your last opportunity in this castle. I think afterwards the story takes off in a way, and you're not. I don't think you're able to get back in pretty quick here. So I think anyone that can train you, you should get them to train you ASAP. Nice. Little skill book, 3-star nobleman's hat, cat and the poet. It's just a good, I mean, hell, that's a good amount of money for a book. And actually, there's a little chest here as well. Oh. Right. So now we've got a bit more to do. Find the book for the miller. I think, yeah, we'll just kind of bit by bit, we'll work through that. We'll talk to them. Demons of Trosky. I also want to keep that highlighted. There we go. Banish the devils from the maiden side of the castle. So, yeah, so this is, that's really interesting. I think that we were told to do the fireplaces on this side, but then by talking to the cook, she's like, nope, it's the other side. I think. I'm gonna go test this real quick. Yeah, okay, so it looks like it's just switched to the other side. We're gonna go back across the way. Do all the fireplaces over there, which is only 5. It's pretty easy. You just go up, and luckily you don't have like a mini game where you have to drop.
Always welcome here, good sir. What are you doing
okay,
here?
easy. I looked at the door. Relax. People get so uppity.
I'm sorry.
All right, so I think we could actually. Nice. Okay. I'm trying to remember.
I hope I'm doing this right.
Nice. Okay, perfect.
Wouldn't you rather throw in some more wood instead?
I love that there's little bits and hints of the supernatural in this game. It's pretty hilarious. So if you listen.
8, 9.
Is this how they clean floors around here now?
Of course, didn't happen that time. But there's a lot of little moments and discoveries where it's like, what the hell is going on here? There's some otherworldly stuff happening. So I always recommend
I hope I'm doing this
search high and low in this game. Don't leave any stone unturned. I've got a bad habit of rushing through things on stream, I know, but when you're playing on your own, take your time. There's so much to see, so many little secrets and Easter eggs. Incredible. But yeah, a lot of things that'll make you question the world this is set in, I'll tell you that much. Alright, we just need one more fire, which I think will be up here. I don't actually think there's one upstairs, but might as well check, right? Because this is leading all the way up to the chapel. Yeah, I don't think there's one up here. That's where Captain Thomas was. This is the place itself. I already stole the cross like a hero. Alright, cool. Nice, Kevin Anderson. Doing good. Just sitting down after a long day. Well, please enjoy it, my friend. A well-earned rest. Does doing this in the moonlight actually change anything? That's a great question, DJ. And I'm trying to remember. So you know what? We're gonna do something here. I'm gonna save the game with the Savior Schnapps right now. I'm gonna go talk to Hans because I can't remember. No, if I talk to Hans, I think that's what they're saying is I can't come back and do something. So do I wait till tomorrow? I think I have to talk to him tonight though, or otherwise I'll fail. So I'm gonna save the game, and then I'm gonna talk to him and see what happens there and if we need to reload. But all right, I think one more in the. There we go.
I should do it.
And I'm not worried about stealing from this place because I've already actually robbed the place blind. So I'm not too concerned about that. Quick little wash. All right. Boom. Let's talk to Capon. Talk to Manietta. Oh, okay. So I should probably... All right, fine. I'll talk to those two idiots. Yeah, you're right. This is the quest I can't revisit. You're absolutely right. So I should do the demons either way. It's like he's... I can't stand this guy I'm about to go interact with. I hate his face. And actually, it's really, I love how the devs, they seem to allocate certain faces to certain types of characters. Like, this character seems to consistently appear on NPCs that are just the worst. Just the worst. See, DJ, now you got me wondering.
The Chamberlain mentioned you've seen demons at the castle.
You're damn right I did.
Only that they're crawling out of fireplaces in the castle below the Maiden.
I'm sure at least half a dozen demons have taken up residence in the western courtyard. If the Chamberlain didn't tell you how dangerous this is for all of us, I'm telling you now.
Of course he told me. That's why we're trying to resolve this as quickly as possible.
I'm glad to hear it. Give those demons their due.
Tell me what you know then.
You know the guardhouse with the little arena?
We're right there.
In the palace below the crone, over by the outer wall. Inside, I mean, on the ground floor. The place. I've seen things there with my own eyes. I'd rather not talk about. I'd start the investigation there if I were you.
All right. I'll look into it.
See you soon, my friend.
All right, so Osuna is actually sending us to this bathroom, if you dare call it that.
Privies for the guards. Did he make a mistake? Or was he just messing with me?
Oh, the scent. The smell in this room, I can only imagine. Mud, come on, Mud. You're better than that. Come on, buddy. He doesn't care. So this actually works out nicely. So spoiler, I hate this guy. I hate dealing with him.
You must have been wrong about those demons. The place you described to me was just a shitter.
You're right. My bad.
So basically, this jackass will send you to 3 or 4 different locations, and they're all just shitters. They're all holes in walls covered in poop. So he's just playing a little prank on you. And I don't want to waste our time. I don't want to waste my time. And I hate this guy. So we're just going to cut to the chase.
You were bored, so you made up the whole story.
Oh, come on.
I don't have time for your stupid jokes. You'd just be leading me on again.
I wouldn't dare. But suit yourself. Just don't be surprised when one of the demons comes back to bite you in the arse. Farewell, my friend.
Yeah, I'm okay losing that reputation right there. Yeah. Screw that guy. Do not shake that guy's hand. It's better with the caps, Damon. The comment is even better in all caps. But has no shame. He has no shame, and you know what? I'm not gonna judge you, buddy. I'm not gonna judge you. Oh, that's a good boy. But that's pretty gross. Seriously, that's a bit much. Okay.
Greetings, Master.
Man, that storm is loud. Do not shake that guy's anything. I'm a gentleman, but not that much of a gentleman. All right, Nicodemus, what do you got for me?
I heard the castle is haunted by demons again, Nicodemus. Bother you too.
They did indeed. A few days ago, I was in the chapel, deep in prayer, when a spawn of hell appeared before me Fac mihi hominium. Swear an oath of allegiance to me.
My God. What did you say to it?
I laughed in the face. Would you not rather renounce your slavery and return to heaven? I told him. Without hesitation, he replied, better to rule hell than to be a slave in heaven. And then he disappeared, veiled in a terrible, foul-smelling smoke.
That sounds horrifying. But anyway, like I said, I was told to sprinkle water. If they dare try that even on a man of faith, nothing else will help.
I'm glad you have faith in the Lord, and not in some old wives' tales. Now take up your task, and rid us of that hellspawn. May the Lord guide you.
All right, thanks, Nicodemus. Appreciate you. Thanks a lot. So, Miss Marin, in fact, if you do follow Osana's direction and you go to all the outhouses at the end, you're like, you can challenge him to a fight and you can beat him up if you like, or you can just threaten him and he gets scared and he's like, hey, sorry, it's just a joke. But screw that guy. And yeah, I just don't want to run all around the castle. We got things to do, all right? There's some stuff. I'm trying to think about the time frame tonight. I'm wondering what all we might squeeze in, because there's some really exciting stuff coming up, and I don't want to. So I'm just thinking. So I don't want to waste my time running around looking for toilets. Instead, I'm just going to waste my time running around aimlessly, the wrong direction. Instead, now we're on the right path. But yeah, you can fight him, and also in an alternate universe, if you actually unveil to Lord Bergow that the Semines had something to do with with his attack, you'll go there and confront them, and it goes very badly either way. Either Semine ends up in flames, or they're all dead, or up in flames, they're all dead, or sometimes some of them flee. None of it's good. So by leaving their names out of it, when after that interrogation scene, we spared Semine and everyone there a much worse fate. So in an alternate universe, picture the exact opposite of all that, of what happened to us tonight. Picture that. It goes very poorly.
I'm looking for Nickvard. The scribe told me you might know something about him.
Hey, Nick. I mean, Lord Libac. I almost forgot about him. I suppose his task wasn't so pressing. Hmm?
What task?
Nick Libac, that is, entrusted me with a big task. He's a castle lord. But then I heard what another castle lord was planning. He says there's a war on. So here I am, ready to go off to battle.
I need to know more about what Nickvard asked you to do.
No. There are new rules now. You have to prove you're not a spy.
I understand. Sure. Just tell me what you want, and let's not delay.
A sword.
Sword? What sword?
A long and very good one to help me deal with other spies. If you bring it to me, I'll know you're not an enemy spy.
I love that we're just sitting out here in a complete downpour.
Buy one, or maybe from one of the guards at the training ground, or
Steal a sword? That sounds like something a spy would do.
Not a spy who wants to help von Bergoff's most loyal servant. By servant, I mean me. See, once I get a sword...
All right, I've got an extra...
You wanted a sword? So look at what I got for...
No, not mine.
I don't want an invisible sword.
Listen, Hirsch.
Don't try any word games on me.
Oh, that's great. It's like, let me use another skill, and the game says no.
Deeds talk louder than words.
All right,
I'll think of a way to...
So that's... Oh, right, because I put the other one on my horse. Didn't I? Oh, no, I put it in the box. Okay, so simple, easy fix for this. So this Hirsch guy, again, this is to complete the Miller's quest. So we're looking for a book. This guy named Nickvard borrowed it from the scribe, and so we're just trying to track down his last location and get a little bit of information of what he was doing, because he had the book last. And that book has got some really important information for the Miller Crazel. So, if you're new to Kingdom Come Deliverance, there's a lot of names, a lot of things, a lot of terms to keep up with. So Hirsch is looking for a sword. Now, you can give him any sword that you have in your inventory that that you want. Easiest thing, in my opinion, especially while you're here, unlock this door. Oop. Sorry. I was gonna steal this sword room. Cool. So you can just run all the way to the end, back by this training ground here.
Come on! Too slow!
What are you looking at? Why are you curious? There we go. And you can just go in there. There's a longsword. It's there from the time you arrive in Trosky Castle. So even when you're decked out in rags, helping people carry bags, you can actually go get that longsword and have some fun if you like. All right. Let's hope he's still outside. He is. Here you go, Hirsch.
About Nick.
Got that sword.
I got a sword for you.
A sword?
I'm not going to give him mine. I'm going to give him this crappy one.
That's perfect. Lovely. I don't think you're a spy.
What about Nickvard then?
Nickvard asked me to do something for him. He must have admired my devotion to Lord von Bergow. Either way, Nick looked troubled and not very healthy. He wanted me to fetch him something he lost outside the castle, and I told him I would. At least I could check to see if anyone was sneaking around about the castle. But then Nickvard clutched his belly and ran off. So I never found out what he wanted.
That's all?
Aye. If you run into Nickvard, ask him if he still needs it or whether he found it himself. I'll be going into war soon.
I'll tell him.
All right, so pretty much I just gave a guy a sword for no real reason, it seems like. So he had to... That was very unhelpful. That guy's wearing my yard hat. My yard hat. Wide brim straw hat. It's the best. There's a reason why that is synonymous with yard work. Because the large straw hat is exactly what you should wear. So, good choice. Alright, what am I looking for here? Find the book for the miller. Shrine. Awesome. Oh, damn it. That's what I forgot to do. Manetta. All right. $360. Oh, so she's actually okay. So she's up in the loft. Oi. All right, so she's one of those people who will not wake up if you talk to her. Let's see.
What's that noise?
Nice, that worked. Hell yeah. Yes, absolutely, Miss Miller. I agree. Thank you for all the likes, everyone.
The Chamberlain said you know something about the demons haunting the castle.
Of course I do. I keep finding hair in my food.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
It's about time. Do you have any idea how scared people are? All it takes is one mention of those beasts and the maids start threatening to find work elsewhere. I hear the castle has always been connected
Here goes
to
Sir
hell,
Riz
but
Henry.
nobody tells you that when you ask to work
Hey,
here.
nope, I'm just getting information about demons.
They must be coming from the other side of the castle. Under the crone.
Bertha told me the demons are likely to be coming from here, under the maiden.
Oh, of course she did. That old crone's under their spell. I always knew.
Let me guess. I'm going to have to go around fireplaces and...
9? But you're mostly right. You have to douse the ground in front of the fireplace they're coming from. That creates a boundary.
All right.
That's hard to describe. Together they form the shape of a...
All right.
Don't worry. Hopefully...
if I...
The devil...
And the sooner you... Take care.
So basically, yeah, we got to do the exact same thing. We got to drop more water on the fireplaces in the crone now. We already did
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Pardon me, of course. We got to do that for the water, or for the fireplaces. Dribble some water on the fireplaces underneath the crone now. We already did it for the maidens. We're good there. We now also, for the Opus Magnum by Nickvard. So we can talk to Bertha the cook and Regina the maid. Both of them are on the same level, I think, of the maiden side of the castle. Yep. Hello. What was I saying? Where was I gonna go? I was gonna go upstairs. No, because we already did this one, so I think we have to go to, yes, all the way across the other side now. And also Capon's still just chilling up here, hanging out, just waiting for. Oh, okay, so he's going to bed. So I think that'll be okay. I think I can chat with him tomorrow. Oh, well, guys, training in the yard below. Well, I guess while I'm here, I might as well.
They won't be getting past
Sprinkle,
this.
sprinkle. Now this one always took me, has taken me so much longer in my past playthroughs, because there's a couple of fireplaces that are so easy to forget. Oh, pardon me, sorry. Nothing in there. I think there's one in the scribe's room.
That should do it.
Ah, see, there you go. You can hear that sort of scream. Yes, Damon, this place is huge. Absolutely. You know what? Let's wait a little bit, because I am curious now. Doing it under a midnight moon changes anything. Just want to make sure I've got everything I can take from this guy, because I don't like. Nice. I like the 3-star black ear. That's awesome. I'll just take everything. I think I've got most of his clothes already, so. Good. All right. So I think we need 3 more fireplaces. 'Tis the middle of the night. But it's always up here. I always forget about these fireplaces.
That should do it. Yes. Back to hell with you.
Back to hell with you. Henry's awesome. This place is huge. Standing here with a torch, just picking this guy's pocket. Sorry, Herman. What do you got? $4, $96. I mean, if you're just gonna leave it there, you know. Three-star cap, might as well. Are you maxed out in pickpocketing? I think I am. Let's see. I think I'm pretty close. If I'm not there already, I am pretty close. Ooh, Ranger Run for sure. Ranger Run is a skill that I really rated a bit lower than it actually deserves. Ranger Run is awesome. Basically, for every 10 seconds of consecutive sprinting, your stamina regenerates 50% faster once you're done sprinting. So you can like sprint up to a fight, and instead of being tired, you get there and then you woo, excuse me. You can sprint to the fight, and then you have enough stamina recharge to get right into the battle itself. It's a really good one. Boom. Pickpocketing, thievery. I'm 20, so I think I'm actually 28, I think. Yeah, 28 because I got a +1 buff right now. So we're pretty maxed out in there. Pretty good. Actually, you know, let's double check that. Where are we at right now? Maxed out on alchemy and craftsmanship, halfway on drinking, not terrible. Doing well, 19 on our horseman. We've got 26 for houndmaster, 19 for scholarship. And wow, holy crap, we're only an 11 for our stealth, but we have a +8 buff. God damn. Survival, we're at 24. and Thievery 28. So pretty good lineup so far for where we're at in the game. I'll take the... Oh, I like the purple hemmed hood. Oh, I like both of these two. I gotta take them. See, but it's only 2 stars. Oh, hey, skill book. Skill book. Yeah, skull crushers. Take some of this. Some of this. Well, oops. The Milanese Dark Brigandine. Are you kidding? I love these. I absolutely love those. That is tempting. Only a 2-star, and I can't wear it for a little while. Yep. I love that. It's too nice. Just stomping around, fully lit. That is a very brazen thief right here. I mean, 3-star noble hoods. I don't care who. And a 3-star. I don't care who you are. You take all this stuff. You take it all. Yeah. Yeah, I would say of any game I've ever played, I think the Kingdom Come Deliverance really emphasizes the benefit of reading in your life more than any other game I've ever played. It's great. I do love finding books I can give a better life to. All right, so I think, yeah, there we go. 5 out of 5. Okay, so we got a couple of screams that time, so I am curious if that's because of it being midnight. All right, finding the book is still a whole other thing. Return to the Chamberlain. So this quest will pretty much be done. And once I do that, he's like, you can't go everywhere anymore. So a good idea to maybe try to finish up the book quest as well. Ask the cook. Yeah, we'll do this just a minute or two here, but I think... Let's try to talk to these 2 people, because I think they're right on top of us. I think so, because Bertha works here. So where would she be sleeping? Where would her quarters be? She's a cook, so probably not the nicest of quarters. Where would she be sleeping? Where would Bertha sleep? If I was a cook. Maybe up in here? Oh, that is, I've always wondered that. In both games, people just knock out on benches. They sleep in the most uncomfortable looking position I've ever seen. Look at this. That's rough. And I've always wondered if that's actually what it was. If people actually had to sleep on benches like that. Oh. Terrible. Okay, so this is my room. Historically, she'd be sleeping in the kitchen or in an adjacent room, right? That's what I was thinking. So the kitchen's down here. Oh, wait, no, come in through the courtyard. Up, yeah, that's right. Up and down, that's right. Here's the kitchen. She might be downstairs, maybe? Near the torture chamber. I know she wasn't going to be in there. I was just kind of curious to go into the room where we were held for so long. All right, lovely little torture chamber. All the tools, for cleanliness reasons. Oh, we'll deal with that later, I'm sure. Just like today. Bonus fact, most chefs died between the ages of 30 and 35, if I remember right, says Megajohn Hall. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, that seems like a... Oh, bloody hell. I feel like you'd either have it made in the shade as a cook in the medieval era, or you wouldn't last long. I feel like the whims of a king might be like, ah, you're dead now. Alright, so nothing good in there. But why do you think they died so young? It's interesting. Alright, I'm just kind of trying to do a quick... Oh, nope. Alright, so she's not sleeping in the prisons, which is good. So maybe she's actually in that house. It's so strange that there's no marker. I don't know why it's not showing me whom to talk to or where they would be. But Regina... Oh, actually, okay, I know. Regina is upstairs. I know that much. Because I know I've accidentally stumbled into her room while trying to loot everything. Is here? Oh, this is Von Bergow's. Yep. Huh. He's thinner than I thought he'd be. Made into goulash. Hey, what happened to our most recent cook? Oh, we made him into goulash.
Do you need something?
Do you know where I can find Nickford?
Erazim is suddenly interested in Nickvard and me. But when I need him to read something for me, he never has the time. I'm sorry.
I was asking about Nickford.
Aye, I heard you.
I can.
In that case, would you mind reading this message I have from Nickvard?
All right. Give it to me now! No, we'll
Show me. Dear Mistress of the Chambers.
Made into goulash.
What is it?
Oh, what I wouldn't give to get messages from someone else. Say, Lord Capon. Never mind. Read on. Though I reckon it interests you more than me.
Persevere. We shall soon escape the dungeon of those two women. Cursed fate, however, has placed an obstacle in my way. The heat of the Lightbringer's potion is working, and I can feel my insides being reborn. But when the last remnants of old age left my body, something else was washed away with them.
How much longer is it?
Not much. My damn clumsiness has sent all of the Lightbringer's secrets into the void, but fear not, I shall get them back. May this be the first task on the road to your liberation. That's it.
Beautiful.
True enough. Nickford has a flair for the dramatic.
My, that's Liebach for you.
But what does it mean?
Lord Liebach has taken a liking to me. I suggested to him it wasn't proper for a noble to have an affair with a maid. But then he found what he calls the Lightbringer's potion book. He said it would light a flame in him that would burn out all that's old. So I suppose it worked. Hooray!
I know the book he's talking about, but what does he mean, into the void?
Look, can we stop talking about this? I feel a little uncomfortable here, talking about some old lovelorn nobleman.
I understand. Just one more thing, please. When was the last time you saw Nickford? And where?
The last time was in the Knight's Hall. But that was a long time ago. I found that message a few days ago.
Thanks anyway.
Okay, so... At this point... Oh, what up, Hans? At this point, we can kind of piece together what these things cryptically lead us to. So let's go ahead and make our way that certain direction. So, this guy's a little bit old. He's had some issues with his guts, and decided a Lightbringer's potion would be useful. The Lightbringer's potion is essentially another term for the... Oh, well, thank you so much. Well, thank you so much for subscribing. Kill it with Fire 1. Welcome in, my friend. Great to have you. Thanks so much for joining the crew here. Welcome in. We are in the middle of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. My game of the year, hands down. Absolutely adore it so far. Well, welcome in. Great to have you. You are now officially a real one. You joined us at a great time. We're going to be investigating medieval shitters. Welcome in. So, this old dude drinks the Lightbringer's potion, another term for a digestive potion, which if you remember, or as you can see, there's one right here. Also a bunch of different bandages. Now, I believe... It's not here, actually. Alright, so basically, yeah, he says, I'm going to meet up with you. I'm going to drink this potion. It's going to renew me. It flushes out everything from the inside. So he sprints over here. Old man comes out. He's got the digestive potion, drinks it, and then blow, takes care of business. But in that moment, he's also reading that book that he borrowed from the scribe, and it travels into the void. So our unfortunate goal right now is to find where this leads, which I'm not going to climb through that hole. So as we can imagine, if we look at this on the map here, so if this is the back of the outhouses, that's our goal. That's where we need to try to get to. I'm going to mark that now. I'm going to try to get to the outside of this entire castle, which it doesn't seem like it. This is actually one thing that kind of threw me off here. But one thing that threw me off is you can actually, I could leave right now. I could go all the way. I could go wherever I want. It feels like you're locked in because there are some time sensitive things, of course. But if you had something, if we wanted to go take care of this, we want to go over here, take care of this. We want to go get a new outfit. We want to go down here, whatever it may be. You can actually go do that stuff. I would save it ahead of time because I think you can fail a couple of things, but you've got a bit more freedom than I initially remembered. So I don't think. Okay, so there's a gate to the south here. So I'm just going to go behind me and out. We're going to try to get up into that back section of the castle. I've been leaving some doors open so people are searching for me. Yes, absolutely, man. I definitely second that. Kill it with fire. First of all, awesome username. Great job. Well done. Are you currently playing this game? Are you enjoying it yourself? If so, what Henry hairstyle did you go with? DJ says that he's pretty sure he stole every book in Baldur's Gate 3. What the hell? Okay, so this is actually where I was going, but look at this. What are you doing here?
You must be Nikvard, eh? Poor wretch.
Okay, so there's that.
Where's that damn gravedigger?
Now here's where we marked it, which is going to be the backside of the void. And luckily,
sand-colored cover.
We find the book.
That'll be the book Crazer once. But it's quite ordinary. Apart from being covered.
Now also, hopefully the soldier won't mind, but these are some pretty nice threads. So I'm going to go ahead and just, I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take, I don't like merchant's coats, but I'll take it anyway. Nice, dark brown gartered 3-level tier 3 hose. Pretty good, pretty good. Oh, the empty vials. So, oh my god, dude drank like 3 of these digestive potions. Cracked himself to death.
Damn gravedigger.
All right, pardon me. So, check. We have found the book for the miller. We could even, let's see, I wonder. Maybe we go talk to Hans. I think we return to the Chamberlain, wake him up, tell him that we completed the Demons of Trosky quest, so then that one's checked off and we don't have to worry about it. And we can always... Then I think I'm going to talk to Hans. I think I'm going to roll the dice with that one. Halfway through the stream here, I want to make sure that I can get to a lot of the stuff I want to check out tonight. And if we can continue other quests in the future, I'm okay holding on to this book for a little bit of time. And I want to make sure I don't screw anything up by not talking to Hans tonight. Oop, so first things first, Chamberlain. Has anyone here played BG3 recently? I'm so curious. I know there's been so many updates, and I haven't played it in so long, but I wonder if it's... I wonder if it feels very different, or like a lot more different than it was. And not like it needed to be, but just with all the things they've added, how much more meat you have to chew on. All right, we're just going to real quick break into the Chamberlain's room. Oh, it won't. It's like they knew what I was going to do and they won't let me. There we go.
You've no business here.
Oh.
What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, that's baloney. Can't even shoot him with an arrow. This is not fair. That's not fair at all. All right, wake up.
You've no business here. I won't let you stay here, even with a weapon. Clear off.
Hey, I'm just trying to talk to you.
Does the name Nikvard Libak ring a bell?
Yes, but I haven't seen him for a long time. What about him?
Oh, wow.
Nikvard is lying dead outside Trosky Castle walls, where the guardhouse privies are. He apparently overestimated his strength while, on his little excursion.
Are you serious? My God.
I mean, Chamberlain's kind of jacked. Like, what the hell? His face betrays his jackedness. Maggie John Hall says, I haven't stopped playing it. It hasn't changed that dramatically, but they are testing a new patch that's going to add a bunch of subclasses and other stuff. Also, mods, in reference to BG3. Very cool. I remember trying to read all the books in Skyrim, but it got to be too much. For real. But I will say, I'm so glad you just said that, Kevin Anderson. I'm such a fan of actually reading the books in this game. And of course, some of them aren't going to always lead you to something, but there's so many times you'll read a book and it will actually lead you to something in game, like a treasure or a hidden thing. It's so subtle, but it's such an incredible feeling. I think that's the thing about this game is the feeling playing this game is so great because it's so immersive. And when you read a book that seems like, just some passive work for a developer, is actually leading you towards something if you take the time to do it and if you follow the clues, or if you've just learned the map well enough where you're like, oh yeah, this is referencing that, or go look. And sometimes you're rewarded with such a unique gift. It's amazing. I love that.
I took care of those demons. They shouldn't be a problem anymore. I've still got chills down my spine thinking about those screams.
Hopefully things will quieten down again for a while. Most importantly,
I decided to help Ossiner as well. I can still smell that stench everywhere.
He got you too, did he?
No.
He tries that prank on all the newcomers to the castle.
I saw right through it.
Why didn't you warn me?
I wouldn't want to spoil his fun.
Anyway, the job is done.
Yeah, right. Chamberlain is
Trosky
jacked.
Castle, held by chairman of the provincial court, member of the Crown Council, magistrate of the peace.
This is going to pay off.
Bergow of Prague thanks you.
Thanks.
I didn't fight Lucifer like Sir Otto. I'm glad I could help.
And I'm glad that all I have left to deal with this month is
his
fixing the
age
stairs,
really kind of focused here and up.
and checking all the chimneys. There's always something to do at a big castle like this. Also, don't think you can continue to move freely up. You are hereby stripped of that privilege. Nevertheless, since the minions of hell didn't reach the castle's coffer, nor did they cut into our profits, you deserve a reward. God be with you.
Thank you. Damn. Okay, so I got 55 groschen, but I also got a golden cup and chalice, which both of those together are worth like $800. So that ain't too bad. Okay, now there is one fella. Actually, you know what? So real quick, we're gonna test one thing, and then we're gonna come back and talk to Hans. I'm gonna try to wake up. So they mentioned that there's a guy, Black Bartosz, who's a trainer, a master swordsman here. Super cool character. I actually really like this guy. But he apparently has something for us. Soldier, guard, soldier, guard. Guard, soldier. Okay, so, well, whatever. Where would he be? Where would he be?
Hey!
Yeah, sorry, dude.
You're not allowed.
Chill out, chill out.
Hey! Out now.
Yeah, I'm out, okay? Chill, you're fine.
That's it. Oh, and next
Just
time.
you.
Yeah, everyone just relax. Freaking out over here. Yeah, Mutt is he's not the best to bring on a stealth mission, I'll tell you that much. Alright, Bartosz, guard, god dang it. Hinnick, no! Bartosz. I mean, while we're here, might as well. Okay. All right, well, anyway, I think we'll just go ahead. We're going to go ahead and talk to Hans and see what's in store for tomorrow. And hell, we still have a party to go to. Oh, wrong room. Yep. There we go.
Oh, let me sleep.
Okay. All right. So actually we are SOL for the night. So what we're going to do instead, we're going to use this time to take care of some business. We've already robbed this place blind. We've already done everything we can there. So now, get outside. And we got a few hours to burn. So I think let's go ahead and zip down. We'll just continue. Miss Marion, really, you like to tell him just to sit and stay? Yeah, I often, I almost always have much just with me, but he can be a pain in the ass.
May God give you health, sir.
And yeah, thinking ahead is always a good idea. If you can remember to tell him to sit and stay and then do the stealth, you're a step ahead of the game. Hey, you. Oh, wait, no.
To you.
Actually, before I talk to him,
God be with you.
I want to make sure that I actually read this book. I think is, where is it? Lightbringer's Secret. So this is a great example. Like, so if you actually look through all this stuff, which is just super cool, I love the diagrams. It's telling you how to make gunpowder and bullets. Super cool.
I have the book for you.
Well, I must admit, I haven't had an apprentice this handy in a long time. Zinnik has nothing on you.
Zinnik sucks.
I had a peek inside. The pictures are nice, but what do you want to learn from them?
You'll find out soon enough. Show me that miraculous thing. This really is something, but why is it all covered in shit, for fuck's sake?
You know what? Don't be...
The essence of life from the skies didn't bother you, and now you're squeamish.
Oh, refining saltpeter. Boil wine and alum. Grind. Ah, of course, it makes sense. I'll study the rest on the way. Well, the last chapter of our story of knowledge awaits us.
The grand finale.
Grand finale.
So what now? Do you have another job for me?
As long as Black Bertolt didn't make any mistakes in his calculations, we have everything.
What? I'm tired of flying back and forth like a rag on a stick. I won't be led around by the nose. Will you...
Believe it or not, all this secrecy had its reasons. It's time. We'll meet with the others in the lair. You go ahead. I'm going to get a few things ready here.
All right, then. I hope you keep your word this time.
Take care, friend.
All right. So finally, among all the other tasks we are multitasking with, we finally, after the pre-wedding setup, the post-wedding work, diving through guard privies, we finally are going to get an answer to the Miller's quest line and what he's been working towards and hiding from us the entire time. Well, what? What? Little office space? Well, what's happening? Not much CLD. We are just finishing up the Miller storyline, as we are also wrapping up the quest work at Trosky Castle. We are about to go head back there and chat with Hans Capon to then ride out for our next mission. But things are escalating, my friend.
What will happen now?
Our last supper.
They're getting
only one, but very
explosive.
filling course awaits us.
Crazel, please. For once, just once, tell me what's actually going on.
And rob myself of enjoying your blissful
Welcome in. It is great to see you.
Not
Welcome in, CLD. How you doing?
Tell me yourself. What do you think is going to happen?
Like always. You'll send me off somewhere to look for something, and you'll have a fancy speech to go with it.
He knows you now as well as we do, Miller.
I do tend to do that, true enough. But no, today things will be different.
Excellent.
Bonnie will start today. At least I'll finally see if she understood my teachings. Bonnie?
First of all,
Oh, dang.
I'd like to thank you
RoboCop
on
for
behalf of the
free
whole gang
on
for all the
PS5. That
work
sounds
you've done.
awesome.
We could never have finished the job without
Is it an
you.
April Fool's joke?
We found 2 new
careful.
partners, you and Monarch here. So, it's time we started being honest with you, so you can finally learn the whole truth.
Not yet. Let's pull up that uppity bastard's leg a bit longer.
I should have left him in the
That's
stocks.
fun part.
Never mind him. Speak.
All right then, this whole time, you've been collecting ingredients and clues for us. But, so you wouldn't go nosing around, we always told you it was for something different than it actually was.
The miller here calls it tackets.
Tactics, you idiot. And
Tackets?
everything worked out according to plan. So today we're
Damon,
finally
always a
close
pleasure, my friend.
to
Have a
our
wonderful
great
night. Got to head out
success.
early tonight.
With
See you
the
the next
help
one
of
night,
Hermes
all. Have a great night, my
Trismegistus
friend.
and
Always
his
a pleasure. Thank you
successors,
so much for being
we'll
here.
finally complete
Have a
the
wonderful
dreams
weekend.
of all alchemists. Our magnum opus.
A week.
Exactly, Bonnie.
Magnum opus. A great work of alchemy. You're trying to make the Philosopher's Stone.
I see you've learned something after all. But no, the Philosopher's Stone isn't our goal.
See it?
Let's see then, Henry. What is it you think we're making here?
Some kind of weapon?
Well, Henry's not too far from the truth after all. Actually, he's pretty spot on. Let's start at the beginning. My father was a miller as well, even as a young boy. And my mother...
Just shut up.
Keep it short, Crazel. I don't need to hear your life story.
You won't know the context. But very well, as you wish.
I don't care,
I didn't
Crazel.
finish studying at the university. But once I tried mixing sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter. I had a candle burning next to me. A gust of wind scattered the mixture. And all of a sudden, bang! I almost shit myself, I tell you. But then I realized I'd unwittingly created a miracle. Explosive black powder.
So I was right. You're making weapons.
No, it's about much more than that.
I couldn't continue my experiments on my own. But Bonnie and Zinnig did a few little jobs for me.
So he initiated us.
But we just still didn't know how to do it right, and not...
And we used up a huge amount of saltpeter and sulfur.
By the way, the manuscript from that Hermes Trismegistos was our shopping list and price list for material from Gutenberg.
Only we didn't know correct proportions. I looked up a few of my former fellow students and brought it up with them. And we found out that before us, some monk had already made the discovery.
Some fella called Black Bertold. And that he even started writing a book called
Feuerwerkbuch.
We can believe our luck when we found out there's a copy of it right here at Trosky.
And you know the rest.
It's a discovery that will change history. In the right hands, it can make miracles
It's a pistol.
happen.
We get it. Yeah, exactly.
All it
Like,
takes
come on.
is a spark, and a storm of fire will sweep away the old world order. It will wipe out stupidity and ignorance, once and for all.
And what will happen now?
As I said, we're about to have our last supper on our journey to satisfy our hunger for knowledge. Black Bertold never finished his book, but now, thanks to you...
Hey, welcome in, Michael. Hey, how much groschen do you have? I'm sitting right around about 20 G's right now.
I've heard enough. Now
let's...
Indeed.
All right. Yeah, I want to get to this. I think, yeah, we should be at 20, maybe 21,000 right about now, roughly. But what about you, Michael? I feel like I haven't seen that color of icon pop up yet here. Welcome in. Great to have you. But yeah, noise. How about yourself? What are you usually sitting at? I've been trying not to steal as much in this game. And I find it's actually pretty easy to make some money, especially in the next map. But 20 G's right now is pretty good. We haven't went crazy on the stealing. Or have I? I can't really remember. But it's a pretty good number. Pretty good number. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, welcome in. Welcome in. Great to have you, my friend. You got to admit that that would be incredible to see for the first time. Oh, this right here, this whole scene would be insane, like mind-blowing. I also just love the calm, like unknowing, like, eh.
Looks like it ain't working.
Yeah, that'd be insane. Ooh, nice. Beautiful. All right, Michael, here's a great question for you then. What is your top pick for armor?
I'd say it works just fine. This will change history.
He's not wrong.
What? I can't hear a thing. But I'd say it works just fine.
I love this little touch right here. Once you drop back into control of Henry, it's just a high-pitched ring. And barely hear what anyone's saying. But yeah, so Michael, what do you think is your top pick for armor? Because I've got a few different favorites in other playthroughs, of course, and I will admit that I'm starting to choose more style and aesthetic value over its actual armor class. I try not to care too much about the armor class and just try to work on our own on the skill. What do you think? What's your top pick? All right. Now I want to see.
You really look golem. Not exactly, but they were. Nah, so for the
All right, I just want to get through that. I was actually just trying to see if.
Now, yeah, I made mine on it.
Yeah, I just want to listen. I was just trying to see if it could train me still, but I think when the icon you can see in the compass, I think that book icon, when it's blue, means they can't train you anymore, which is kind of the opposite of what I thought it would be. The best armor is the one that matches my shoes. I'm just saying, you gotta look good to play good, you know what I mean? Oh, for sure. I got big and clunky armor, a lot of noise. That is hilariously part of it. And I think the loudest thing, and yeah, CLD, I like my armor to match. You know, I want it to look good, you know? Gotta look good. An outfit for every occasion. Exactly. You know the drill. What was I? I was coming in here to do something, I'm pretty sure. Bump up our vitality. Let's go ahead and just do Never Surrender. I think that's a good one. Stay alive. And Thievery, level 30. So, easy choice. Boom. Boom. Excellent. Okay, so now that's taken care of. Done and done. You'll see these 3 quest markers here. This is an opportunity. I've brought this up before, but if you're ever curious what these are, basically anytime you have an unarmed fighting competition, it'll keep respawning and respawning. So you can go back and I could fight all 3 farmhands again and just keep doing that if you really want to level up your hand-to-hand combat. And it's just fun. I think that the fist fighting in this is an absolute blast. I saw a video the other day that I was like, that would be so fun to make an unarmed heavy armor Henry build and take the pacifist perk and just really lean into being this knight that just knocks everyone unconscious. You don't kill anyone, and it's just get really good with the unarmed. I think would be a really, really interesting playthrough. I'd maybe like it for like 20 minutes and then I'd probably stop, but the idea is fun.
Good day.
God be with you.
Okay. I need to eat at 66. Let's get some pepper sauerkraut. We're gonna drop our onion that is way past its expiration. Wine, way past the expiration. I have so much booze on me. What is the deal here? Auschwitz beer? I mean, what the hell? Who doesn't have a little afternoon beer? And then I have so much food that I do not need. These. Oh, just carrying around huge, thick slabs of spoiled bacon. Oh, rotten cooked deer rump. Nasty. Someone's beating it with the wooden training sword. Master strikes are still lethal with it. That's hilarious. So actually, that's really cool because you can find training swords and weaponry all around. That would be really fun. Oh man, see now I'm kind of torn. I might have to shake things up a little bit.
What do you need?
Show me your way.
Just want to try to lighten up a little bit. Ooh, actually, you know what? Nice. I'm gonna buy a knight's pouch while I'm here. Boom. Get a little extra potion room. Burger shoes, noble boots. I do dig the noble. Nothing really tier 3, so I'm not gonna worry about anything on this. I'm just gonna sell mainly. Soft shoes, Chamberlain's ring. I'll keep it for nostalgia's sake. That will give me a bit more, and then I'm just gonna I'll just sell that, get the reputation bump. Miss Mare and I 100% agree. Master Strikes are borderline OP. I hope they don't change it because I love it. And when you really need to, it'll save you from a really bad scenario. If you're on the brink of death, break out some Master Strikes. You can really save yourself. That's for sure. But they do feel a little cheaty at times. That's for sure. Yeah, there are certainly plenty of times where you can be overwhelmed in combat very quickly. All right, so this is Black Bartosz. He should have something for me.
I'd like to. Why not? As you, I'll be. As you, these now.
All right, I'm gonna take all the time I can while I have to wait for this evening to talk to Hans. Use that time to get trained up.
I'd like to. Why not?
In everything this guy's gonna offer.
Or attack. Oh, now.
And we might end up stealing it back. You never know. You never know. Master Strike is way too powerful. I think even the stamina drain would have been better instead of direct damage. Yeah, I think.
I'd like to learn.
I'm guessing they're going to eventually reduce its effectiveness or make it a little bit harder or the window shorter. I don't know. I'm sure they'll rebalance it some way, but I am also very, very excited to see what hardcore mode brings. I wonder what changes they're going to make from the first game to this one.
I'm supposed to collect some gift in.
If he sent you directly to me, you must have made quite an impression on him. In that case, I'll give you one of our best weapons. What would you choose?
Okay, so we already have a great sword, a really good sword, and I think if we choose longsword, he'll just give us the same thing we already have. Battle axe. We actually crafted an executioner's axe, which is the best one you can get until a knight's axe. Warhammer might be good. Miss Marin singing my praises in the chat, flattering me over here. Yeah, that there's a really fun camp in later in the game, and Miss Marin was watching me take on 20 plus fully armored, like end level tier armor, and it was quite the battle, and I came very, very close to dying, and she watched the whole thing, but I did end up pulling it out in the end. But I was trying really hard to not use Master Strikes. It'll catch up to you real quick. So I kind of think, you know what, let's go. Oh, this is tough. Give me a polearm.
I'd like a polearm. Want to keep your enemy at a distance, do you? Here. If you want to train your combat skills, after all, any weapon is only as good as the man who wields it.
Yeah, exactly, CLD. You know what's up. Yeah, that camp, it's a lot of fun. It's a fun test, and we're definitely gonna. I'm enjoying the end of every stream being a big battle, so I think we'll continue that trend, depending on where we are tonight. But yeah, we'll chat later. Okay, so I think.
Do you know when Von Berg?
I'm not a soothsayer. I don't know any more than you, Henry. I reckon he'll announce his plan to his vassals at the banquet.
What can we do?
Wait. What else? Come and pick me up this evening.
All right. Cool. So there's a tentative plan to attack Nebakov. We are not sure of when quite yet. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna do this move here. I'm gonna just kind of go through.
How was it? Was what went? That's if you. It might like I.
Okay, cool. So that was something else, in fact. All right. So we've learned what we can from Black Bartosz. We are going to wait a few more hours. I think we have at least probably 4 or 5 hours until we are ready for the thing. It took so long. Mutt got hit. Yeah, Miss Marin. In fact, Mutt got hit 3 different times, ran away, and the fight was so long that he got hurt, ran away, and came back 3 separate times during that battle.
Excuse me.
Yeah, it was very, very good. But then, yeah, I definitely had to rely on the Master Strikes at the end. When you're close to death, you got to just break them out to keep you alive. sometimes you just have to. That's the way it goes. Okay, so talk to Capon this evening. So really, my only goal right now is just to get ready for the event tonight, and then also the attack tomorrow.
You have a kind master, eh, Mutt?
Cabot, what do you got? There, nothing there. Very good. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and remember to put on my new pouch. Where is it? Boom. Excellent. So now with the knight's pouch, you have 3 potion slots. Super cool. Make sure you put it on all your different fits. Boom. Oops. Shoot. There we go. Boom. All right. Probably want my health stuff on my heavy armor after all, because that's the one I'm going to be fighting in. Yeah, I hate this look now. I hate it. I want to get to the next map. I want to get to an area where I can start getting some cool ass armor. Because what's really intense, I got to tell you, if you haven't made it there yet, I know a lot of people probably are far beyond where we are on this playthrough, but there is once you get to the next map, it's like everybody you fight is in maxed out gear. It's incredible. Wait, I don't hate this look. I don't hate it. It's just it's not bad. It's just sort of. It's fine. It'll do. It's fine. All right, we do need to get some armor's kits. We're gonna get some armor's kits. We're gonna hit the bath. We're gonna read a few books. Super exciting stuff. And then we're gonna head on to the banquet.
Greetings. What?
Would you
Pay for that? No, I don't care about any of those things. Do I have any armor's kits at home? I do, 20 of them. Awesome. Always take the time to fix up the gear. What? That's it? Cool. Better. I got a 2-star glaive for all my effort. That's a little annoying. All right, well, while we got the time then, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick little bath. Marin flattering on me over here.
What would you like, sir?
I need some bath
What'll it be then?
services.
All right.
When that new Dark Pictures drop, you and Miss Marin should stream together. Those quarry streams were so good. Thank you, CLD. We appreciate that. That was an absolute blast. Yeah, so Miss Marin, Dark Pictures is the studio. The Dark Pictures anthology is actually what is Until Dawn, Man of Medan, and The Quarry, which you and I, of course, stream together. And yeah, CLD, I am totally down for that. Whenever they drop a new one, I think that'd be a lot of fun to revisit that side-by-side style. Yay for studying and personal hygiene. 100%. Yes, and we did just finish Split Fiction today. Which we have to do a second playthrough, so I've been thinking we were going to maybe make a video or two showing that off. I mentioned that on the last stream, and I do think that'd be a really, really fun idea. Man, the seasons are changing. I got to turn my fan on. It's strange to actually have it hot in my room once again. All right. So we are at 93 for our food. We're feeling good there. We're rested. We're healed. We got all our new stuff on. We are equipped. Beautiful. Now we're going to sit down. And yes, because knowledge is power. Real quick. And again, this is always really cool to actually take the time to read. We're not going to sit there and bore you with all that right now. But even these non-skill books will boost up your... Nice. See, look at that. Yeah, even just by sitting here reading, both my skills in my speech and my scholarship are both boosted, even by just reading these lore books, which I think is such a nice touch. It gives you a reason to want to look at them. Oh, that thing is on high. All right, 6 p.m. I think Hans will be ready, so we should probably just go ahead and do that. I'll save the Skull Crushers for the next time I need to read. Okay, we're looking good, I mean, why not? Let's go ahead and just hop on a little Lion's perfume. Got this. What was I just about to do? I was just about to level up my skills because we got 3 of them. Speech. Ooh, I like that. Let's go Dreaded Warrior. No, let's do Jack of all trades. You get a +2 bonus to all skill checks. You also get twice the amount of experience from those skill checks. Jack of all trades. We're going to a party, you know, we got to be prepared. Scholarship. Let's go ahead and do fundamentals of... Actually, honestly, fundamentals of theology is really good. You'll pray at a shrine, and it will give you a 24-hour in-game boost, where if you were to take a fatal blow, it actually keeps you alive for that 1 extra blow. So you can stay alive a little bit longer, gives you a little extra boost as well. And for a full in-game day, that's pretty slick. Now this one, Ambusher, let's go ahead and do that. We're going to start breaking out the bow a little bit more. That's all of them. Excellent. All right, let's go see Hans Capon. That director seems to be getting better and better. I didn't really enjoy A Way Out, but It Takes Two is really good. Yes, it was. And I've heard Split Fiction is even better. I would 100% say that this is the best so far.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
I have yet to play through It Takes Two. Oh, I'm sorry. Through...
Smell nice.
A Way Out. I've yet to play that myself, but I mentioned that...
You've come just at the right time.
I watched a channel play that I really enjoyed. I saw the whole thing. But it was... yeah, I forget the name of the director as well. Somebody has time. Look that up and let me know what you find. But... yeah, but they've been getting better and better and better. It Takes Two was incredible, and Split Fiction was the best of the best so far. I'm glad, Mega John Hall, you and your kid beating that together. That is exactly what I want to see. Congratulations, well done.
Looks like we'll eat and drink our fill before going into battle, eh?
It'll be mostly a lot of pointless small talk, if you ask me.
You're not looking forward to the feast?
I'm fed up with this waiting. I'd rather set out right now and wring fuckers' necks one by one. And above all, I want to put that lying fraud from Nebakov in irons.
That makes 2 of us. We'll get him. Don't worry. I'm sure von Bergow has good reasons for caution.
I hope so. And I'd rather get this messenger business off my back too.
Well, get back to enjoying life without the tiresome duties of a nobleman.
You bet. We'll live it up when we get back home. But now, let's go and hear what Sir Otto has to say to us.
I'm hoping for some good drink and crispy roast meat while we listen.
Let's go then, before there's nothing but bones and empty pitchers left.
And, yeah, there's so many things I want to comment on real quick. I'm going to talk about it real fast. So in the chat here, CLD says, A Way Out wasn't even bad. It just took a lot of artistic liberty from Shawshank and other films. And that's the thing. I want to play that game. I want to play a Shawshank. I want to play an Alcatraz. I want to play these jail-based games, and I feel like A Way Out should have tripled the amount of time you're in prison. I think that's the really interesting part. But once you're out, then the story is good, but I think that there's so much more that could have been done for longer in the jail. I don't know, I always just like those sort of scenarios. It's a very interesting area to play in. And it's probably more fun to play a video game based on prison than to go to actual prison, I'm assuming. I don't know, I could be wrong. Oh, that's hilarious. Mega John Hall saying, it worked out great for us in terms of playing Split Fiction because I love scientifically sci-fi and they like fantasy more. So it was an easy split because in the game, half of it's sci-fi, half of it's fantasy. So that's phenomenal. Love to see that. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Love hearing all that. And Michael, I have not gotten it quite yet in this playthrough. In others I have, but I'm very much looking forward to that moment in this game. All right, so this is the little feast that Bergow's throwing before battle.
At last. Good evening, friends. Join us, please, and sample what our kitchen has to offer. Wench, pour Lord Capon some wine.
She looks familiar.
We have excellent Hungarian wine, sir.
Thank you. I won't say no. I'll be glad to drink to our upcoming victory over that rabble from Nebakov, and perhaps to an alliance against other such saboteurs throughout the kingdom of Bohemia?
Well said.
This girl is everywhere.
What
interesting.
Do you say to that?
Interesting.
It is certainly gratifying to hear a young lord expressing such concern for our country's fate.
True. It is admirable that you are determined not to betray your Uncle Hanush's trust. Our agreement stands, of course. But I'd like to remind all of you here that politics is mainly about making the right compromises, not hasty decisions.
I mean, we gotta flex our scholarship mind.
Politics is truly complicated, sir. But every good servant's priority should be his master's well-being. And the master we'll serve is King Wenceslas.
Well said. It seems Hanush and Rezig have an eye for capable and
I am
eloquent
fully
servants.
armed at this
As soon
feast.
as we are finished with that rebel, I shall write a reply to your letter.
Fully
But
armed.
now to the business at hand, my friends. We discussed this long and hard, but we came to the conclusion that the best thing would be to catch them by surprise. And for that reason, we will set out for Nebakov at the crack of dawn tomorrow.
And we will string up the insolent bastard who commands the bandits from the nearest tree.
More wine, Lord Chamberlain?
No, thank you. The Lord Chamberlain needs a clear head. He will lead the assault on the fortress.
What? Sorry, sir. But did you say we'll be under Ulrich's command?
Who else? My captain is injured.
Who else?
And I am expecting an important
Anyone.
visit. Unfortunate.
Aha. And may I know what the Lord
Kevin
Chamberlain's
Anderson.
plan is?
Catherine's more
course you
dressed
may.
in her
It's
pajamas.
nothing complicated.
Yeah, it's not the most.
We'll pass through the Trosky Gorge early in the morning and reach the fortress unobserved. A quick charge will get us over the palisade and we'll catch that rabble by surprise. They won't know what hit them. Ha ha!
I'm sorry, sir. But isn't that kind of frontal assault needlessly risky?
Risky? Peasants with pitchforks could handle that rabble. Have no fear, Lord Capon.
Well, that wouldn't be my plan.
We're gonna stick up for our boy.
Sorry, sir, but I think my lord here has more experience of soldiering than your chamberlain. He fought with valor during the conquest of Pribyslavitz and the siege of Talmberg, and I think he'd be more useful.
I have no doubt Lord Capon is very experienced for someone his age. But I'd rather entrust my forces to someone more mature. You're not offended, I hope. Ore.
Oh, perish the thought, sir.
It's thanks to the Lord Chamberlain that this castle is standing.
My friend, send your servant to the smithy for armor and to see
Catherine, sir.
To see Catherine for wine for the journey. We'll move out as soon as the sun rises. Be so kind and get me another pitcher of the Hungarian wine, will you?
As you wish. Just a moment, Lord Chamberlain.
I promise, sir, that this will be my last wine today.
Sure.
The next wine I drink will be to celebrate our victory.
Your health, then, gentlemen. Eat, drink, and be merry. But don't overdo it.
All right.
Anything else?
All right. So there's a lot of people who are gonna start shouting at Henry. So I'm just gonna step back for a quick second. So we got a couple things we got to do before we head on out. One of them is to get armor for Capon. So just to get that out of the way, we're gonna just go ahead and take care of that right now. No, all good there. Thank you, Miss Marin. But she says, I adore how sassy Hans is. Really meets my own level of... Okay, fine. A little bit. Meets my own level of sass, which I think is pretty good. Which is just phenomenal. And yeah, I think Hans has really started to lean into his, you know, he knows who he is. He's leaning into being Sir Hans Capon. All right, now I need to remember, because this place is a little confusing at times. So the blacksmith will be right over here. Yes, that's right. If you can't see the blacksmith, you can always hear it. Wine Goblin strikes again. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and talk to this idiot.
I'm supposed to collect armor and a sword for my lord.
Armor?
Oh, but that horse has already bolted. I'm clean out.
What? You don't have anything?
Lots of other knights were here. You should have come earlier, that's all.
But Chamberlain Ulrich himself sent me here.
I'll be happy to give you what's left, but it ain't the best.
See what I'm saying?
reckon you
I
have
can't
to do
stand
the
this guy.
mending and sharpening yourself.
That's fine. But you know what? Let's go ahead and... we'll take the high road. Yeah.
Look, I don't want to quarrel, and I understand you want something out of it for yourself.
Don't you dare offer him anything,
right,
Henry.
Because my lord may be a bit of a twit, but he's a rich twit. If he likes what you give him, you'll get another order from him in no time at all. So, it occurred to me I could help you out, eh?
Oh, right. Oh, that's a different matter. I see you know how these things go. I'll give you the best I have left, although I'm almost cleaned out. Here you are.
See now? Sucker. If you want something done, you have to do it yourself.
Not the worst thing ever. So he was saying that you'll have to fix it. Wow, that's actually pretty decent stuff he gave me. That's pretty good. Well, it's level 1. All right, so we'll just go ahead and take care of this ourselves then. Boom, 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 boom. Easy peasy. Get his sword all taken care of as well. Shoes are always in need of repair, so always repair your shoes. Yeah, exactly, Miss Marin. See, you get it. Yeah, this guy has the kind of face I'd just like to see it punched. 100% agree. Yeah, I can't stand him. All right, so B, that mission is giving me to go to sleep. So if you go to sleep, that will obviously just end the night and move right to tomorrow. Now, we are reaching a climactic moment in the story that I'm very, very excited about. And I think we're going to have to jump into it pretty quick here because I want to make sure we're on a good time frame. So we'll enjoy a little bit of the banquet, but we're not going to... Well, we're going to spend a few minutes on it, is all I'm saying, and then we're going to move on. End of stream, go punch his face. I think I fought that guy during the prisoner segment. Can't remember why though. Why not? I think any reason to punch that guy in the face is a good one. All right, so all right, what's up, dude?
What's the discussion about, gentlemen?
We're just talking about the ambush on Lord von Bergow's men.
Apparently, it was the same man who attacked your company by the pond.
Aye, no doubt about it. It's the same band of troublemakers.
Who got the better of you twice.
Zweimal?
That's right. They say that at Nebakov, Lord Capon parleyed with someone pretending to be old Nebak.
You got a problem?
But in fact, it was
none
other
here,
than the
man?
leader of those disgraceful scoundrels.
Dann ist es ja kein Wunder that puffed-up Capon won't talk to us. He's afraid we'll make fun of him.
I'm sorry, sir, but Lord Capon did nothing wrong.
I'm always going to stand up for my boy. We've made up.
Watch your tongue. You don't want Henry to take offense and fly off the handle again.
Yeah, that's right.
Ja, du hast recht. I went too far.
Yeah, watch your mouth.
If I've offended you, Henry, we can settle scores. I'm at your service.
Settle scores, you say?
If you'd rather try your luck, we can have a game of dice. That strikes me as a better option than going at each other with swords.
All right, friends, what do you think? Swords or dice?
Do you play dice, friend?
If I have the option. Swords, obvi. Yeah, I mean, right? I think that's the right answer. All right, fine, let's see.
I understand.
Swords, yeah. Well, I'll beat him in this real quick, and then I'll see if...
Ich hoffe, das Glück steht mir bei. Show me what you've got, lad.
We'll just go ahead and win real quick.
I knew it'd be good.
Like that
I
all
said
the
as
time.
much.
Mein Gott, warum?
That was a good game, friends.
Was it?
Lady Fortune gives and takes by turns.
But you're still in debt to me, though.
Well, that's true. I apologize for what I said. No offense, friend. I just wanted a bit of fun.
But I want to hit you with a sword. All right.
It happens. Just
All right,
watch
go
where you're
ahead.
going next.
You must be Henry, yes?
Lord Capon's servant.
I'm in no mood to talk to these guys.
Shall we have a chat, bonny lad?
This
My
lady
boy,
is
even the sparrows in
ridiculously
the
forward.
eaves are
She tries to get upon Henry real
You've got
quick.
more important things on your plate than I do.
No, I'm just talking to you, buddy.
I thought a good old feast would cheer you up.
Where do you get those dice?
You call this a good feast? Nothing but puffed up peacocks sucking up to each other, pretending they don't smell of dung.
That is hilarious.
Chamberlain. My God. I can't take another moment of that fool.
So, a quick question and answer about those die that I'm using. Those are the Saint Antioch die, and I was lucky enough to get a full set, and I mean, really, I found them all over the world, but I think they may have taken more out of the game. I don't remember what it said exactly in the patch note, because I think there was one way to get them where you could pickpocket I think it's the dice player in Zhelyov every 2 days, or maybe it might be the one in Troskovitz. But either way, every 2 days, I think he gets a new Antioch die, or he used to at least. I don't know if that's still the case. And actually, that's not what I. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I figured that was the case. So I mean, I got this set before the patch, yes. And there used to be one outside, like in the nest between Takov and Troskovitz. I found some on bandits. I found some. I did pickpocket one off that guy in Takov, but yeah, I don't know if you can get a full set after the patch anymore. I think so, but in my other playthrough, I've only got 2, and I'm much later in the game. Yeah, they were more abundant, I do think, Miss Marin. Yeah, I found them all the time in the first one. They were everywhere, and yeah, so it's. I will say, dice when it comes up, if your agility's high, you'll win most of the time anyway.
Sod the Chamberlain. He's a conceited idiot.
And how many battles has he won, eh?
You heard Lord von Bergow. He trusts him.
Ulrich is a master of the quill, that's all. By the way, thanks for standing up for me.
You're welcome. I definitely trust you more in battle than him.
I think that's fair.
When push comes to shove, I won't be paying much heed to that buffoon's orders.
I understand, but this is the only way to get revenge for the massacre by the pond. That band of cutthroats killed our men as well. And we don't have a chance against them on our own.
Maybe. You know what? I've had enough.
This right here is such growth to me for Hans
Capon. By
Capon.
the smithy for my sword and armor, and fetch some wine from Catherine. If you want my advice, try not to get too shit-faced.
Don't worry. I'll take care of it.
All right.
But that right there is such growth from Hans. The fact that he is just going to bed right now, he's not even going to drink with these idiots. He's like, nope, I could party, I could have a good time. I'm going to go to bed for the battle tomorrow. That is growth. All right, so B, get a good night's sleep. I need to go to the kitchen and grab some vino, try to find Catherine so she can hook me up some wine for the journey. So let's see what we can do here. Vignetta. Okay, so no Catherine.
Where can I find the serving girl with the wine?
I don't know.
It happens. Greetings to you.
Excuse me, have you seen Catherine?
What do you want her for?
I'm supposed to get some wine from her for Lord Capon, but I can't find her.
For that handsome young man? I'll go and get her, and you can forget about that ninny Catherine.
Oh, Capon, he's such a charmer.
Forget it. God knows where that cow's got to again. I ain't seen her all evening.
Rude.
But don't worry. I'll be happy to give you wine
100%, Miss Marin. Yeah, the Henry Hans friendship, it's amazing.
Spice chest for me in the meantime.
That
the
thing
lock got stuck again and won't open for love nor money.
Damn. Yep, I'll look at it.
Sure, I'll take a look at it.
Thanks. Take care then.
Open the herb chest. All right, I can do that. You should really just stop locking this thing, though. Oh, wait. Oh, it's up here.
I've opened the spice chest for you.
Really? That's clever of you. I couldn't budget. I won't bother locking it again from now on. Here's some Hungarian wine for your journey. And give my regards to Lord Capon. May the Holy Virgin watch over you in battle.
Thank you.
Farewell.
All right, we've got the armor. We've got, we chat with people. I have no real interest in dealing with the rest of the people in the party, so we're just going to go ahead and get ready for the battle tomorrow. And I mean, what better way to do it than just to make sure that the castle is also equipped for their battle tomorrow, right? I'm just making sure. Yep, I will. Oh, I'm definitely going to get a good night's sleep. Absolutely. I just want to make sure that everything's in order. You know, everyone's prepared. There's no issues anywhere in the castle. You know, really just got to make sure. Arrows, yeah, those look good. I should inspect them. Just to make sure. I want to make sure this is accurate as well. Oh, feverfew, what the hell? Interesting. So I'm surprised by that because I always am asked for feverfew, but I feel like it's the same thing as chamomile. That's very interesting. All right. Anyway, enough faffing around. Oh. Let's go get some sleep. And let's go ahead and get ready like this as well. Let's get some sleep. So I can't open that door. That's a little obnoxious. All right, just get out of the damn. There we go, man. D is feast and enjoy the good life. No, I'm good. I have no interest in getting drunk or overly full or anything like that. But I will make sure. All right, so Henry's at 90, so pretty decent. Now I think. Oh, I thought that was a shrine. All right, my friends. Well, here we are. Prepare yourselves. Because things are about to get real. Gonna get intense. I didn't know if we'd make it to this point or not tonight, so I'm very excited.
I've got your armor and wine for the journey.
Let's see what von Bergow sent me then.
I'm gonna give that blacksmith Ossiner a kick up the ass.
Alright, so everything that don't need, which isn't a terrible lineup. Pretty decent. But here we are, my friends. Henry's looking good, feeling good, ready to rock.
What do you mean? It's not that bad.
Yeah.
But if it hadn't been for me...
What about you?
Excuse me?
Ready.
Excellent. Mount up then. I can't wait till we smash those
Regulators.
whoresomes' faces in.
Mount up.
Oh, damn it. But so what? Let's go. I can't wait to put that broad mark in irons. With the force we have, we'll take
Slow
that
down,
God dang
you
it,
idiot.
every time. Every time.
What's wrong? Don't tell me you don't fancy going into battle.
I can't wait to repay them for
That
their
is hilarious.
kindness. I can still feel the spot in my shoulder where the arrow hit me at the pond.
Never mind your arrow. What about the humiliation
Yeah.
I suffered?
You're
Too good for those knaves.
Every time I've played this,
Force it if it were up to me.
something like that has happened.
Caught it at least 3 times for what they did.
You're right. I'll ask von Bergow to send for
Oh,
a
that's
truly
hilarious.
skillful executioner. And when we've dealt with that band, Hanush is sure to acknowledge that I've made up for my
You won't
mistake.
surrender.
Everything will be back to the way it was before. Audentes fortuna juvat.
Oh, that's great. That is too good.
Enough! I surrender!
Alright.
You nearly ran that man over.
I didn't run him over, though, so how about you back up off?
All right.
Back up off. Let me continue on my mission, you dingus. Oh my god. Every time I've started this mission, I've had some issue like that. That's hilarious. Every single time. Yeah, I got on the horse, turned around. Yeah.
Gentlemen.
Idiots.
I hope you don't have sore heads this morning.
Don't worry, Lord Chamberlain. My head is clear.
What about your faithful servant and protector here?
Hammered.
I'm ready for battle, sir.
I'm glad to hear it. Sir Otto has charged me with keeping you safe.
Yeah, I've noticed that
I
the
hope
game
you
will
don't
almost
have anything
force you to
against
run
me
into people on the
escorting you
road.
today.
I can't say what an honor it is for me. I suppose someone doesn't want me to mess up again. Eh?
But Lord Capon, taking care of our guests is right and proper.
Right and
You,
proper.
Sir Ulrich, should worry about not getting too many bloodstains on you today.
We all have our orders, and mine are to defeat that band of scoundrels in Nebakov. Why dally then when we have work to do? To battle, gentlemen.
Yeah, can't wait to follow your lead.
Open the gate. We're moving out.
His men could not be less enthused. All right, here we go. Here we go. Could you imagine going into battle hungover as fuck, says Miss Marin? Yeah, 100%. I mean, that would be the worst thing ever. Could be the worst. But yeah, CLD, you can get in a lot of trouble for running into people with your horse. A lot of trouble. It's just too cool to put my own face in that.
That outlaw and his band really fucked with us last time, eh?
I'm just hoping he won't fuck with us again now.
There aren't enough of them that can tackle this kind of force.
True enough.
That's not my pebbles.
And to think, I drank a toast with that fucker. Christ.
I hope you enjoyed your wine, Lord Capon, since old Nebak was chewing on dry straw in his own cellars.
Don't you worry, Chamberlain. I'll see to that sneaky fucker in person.
You two are pathetic. I get the impression you're afraid to go into these woods, even with an army around you.
Projecting
I think
much?
I can see now why your lord barely escaped with his life. Maybe his captain underestimated the foe as light-heartedly as you.
I'm
actually just now seeing that my armor is totally different than what I'm actually normally wearing. I have Saxon legs on.
That's exactly why I'd be a lot more...
Oh, damn! Chamberlain takes off. I'm sure this will be fine.
What the? My God! Where?
Yeah!
Hey! Can't get out!
Give me your hand.
I'm coming.
Back off, bastard!
No, focus up, Henry.
You never saw it.
Let's have some fun.
I took him down.
Oof.
Come on, I'll be done with you in a flash. No.
I love that one.
Yes. Good. Dead.
Die, you wretch!
Hey, so they said that's the Capon. Damn, that's
Capon!
intense.
Hans!
Alright, now you gotta make sure that you gotta always be looking out for Hans in this battle.
We can go home.
You're okay, buddy.
Show what you're made of. Eh? Fuck that.
Come on. Oh, come on.
Capon! Where the hell is he? I have to go to him.
You here, Henry? I need you here.
So Hans is calling to us. There we go. Nice, 2 for 2. Oh, come on.
Take that!
Oh, that should have taken that guy out.
Stand up to this! Too slow!
My God!
Dummy.
Henry, grab the Chamberlain and let's get out of here. We have to get away.
I don't
So
wanna.
help him.
I'm here. I'll help you.
Go fuck yourself!
Oh, just point blank sticking him. Nice. There we go.
Fucking scum! Whoresons! Bastards!
I wonder if I can get that guy from here. There's a fella right up on the. Oh, there's a couple of them actually. Oh! Oh, but I wanted to kill him. All right. Well, fair enough. Now what sucks is you really want to loot all these people, but there's not enough time. You can't leave Capon. Straight through the neck. A little girl spray, Miss Marin.
Ready to leave this life.
Christ! There must be a way through somewhere. Make it fast!
Alright, come on. Damn, this is medieval warfare. I mean, more gruesome than anything. Oh, got me. Okay. Okay, with the damage in the face. It's my face after all. Nice.
Quick! Down to the mill and cross the stream!
Let's get a little marksmanship, huh? Ooh, Fred, like kidneys.
Fucking hell, he knows how to sort Come on, scum!
Oop. Ah!
Shit! You nearly got me!
Oh, Hans! That was awesome.
We have to get out of the building down to the mill!
Bleeding
There we
like
go.
a stuck pig!
Look out, Henry!
Bleeding like a stuck pig.
Behind the wagon.
Alright, got some shooters. Let's get in there nice and close.
I'm bleeding like I'll chop you up, you
Oh, about to take some damage. Oh, just charging through like it's nothing. Henry, you're a machine.
No mercy!
We have to get to the mill. We'll lose them on the other side of the stream.
Come on. Oh, too high. Oh, come on, Henry. That's my own fault.
Capon! Hans! Christ, I have to go to him.
I'm literally 5 feet behind the guy. Nice. Damn it. Oop. Oh, damn, Hans. I love that right there. Come on.
Hans! Look at me! Hans!
Yeah, DJ, absolutely. If gunpowder were just invented, rifles must have been very rudimentary, right? It took decades to refine them, big time. These things are, you're so lucky if you hit anything. Oh boy, all right.
That'll do!
We'll surely get a nice fat ransom for Lord Capon of Kirkstein.
Does this fellow look familiar?
You'll have to take him first.
My boy, courage is a thing of honor. But what you're proposing isn't courage. It's foolhardiness.
100% Miss Marin, yes.
Well, better to have honor than to sneak up and ambush people from hiding.
It works, though. War is a nasty business. And it is better to have your head on your neck and your foe on his knees than the other way around.
Now, what is a coward turn to banditry? You should have been a knacker. You'd still have your head on your neck. And your own seat in the tavern.
Shut your stupid mouth. You have no idea who you're talking to.
Yeah, to a weasel. Who shoots from the bushes instead of a fair fight.
You think so, huh?
Why dirty your hands with him, Captain? One shot.
I'm actually starting to think this young knight deserves a fair chivalrous duel. If he's good enough, I'll let him live.
All right. I mean, anybody who remembers the trailer first announced in this game, this image right here, it's pretty iconic.
So, my boy, let's see what you got.
I might incorporate a Master Strike.
What are you waiting for, you wretch?
Too easy. Final left.
Enough! Damn it! You're good. Ah!
You all right?
Do you reckon you can trust an outlaw to keep his word of honor?
The best laid plans of men don't always come to fruition. As the saying goes, man proposes, but God disposes. And then boots you right in the balls. All I wanted was a quiet life. Nothing more. Take it easy. Have a bit of fun now and again. And not piss anyone off too much. Apart from the Uzit's bailiff. But that's a different matter. But there's spiteful tongues everywhere. Well, you know how it is. And they complained about me. to the man up above.
What? Him?
No! The bishop!
And then they kicked me out, saying I was a disgrace to the parish.
What disgrace? A man has to enjoy himself from time to time. They couldn't just kick you out for nothing, though, could they?
And a new hero arrives.
Well, I might not be entirely blameless. I threw up during a sermon and beat up the bailiff.
Holy fucking shit! I mean, sorry, Father.
So actually, it suited me fine when Hanush and Radzig's boys went missing, and I could hit the road to look for them. My nag Bibiana is happy to stretch her legs a bit finally. She's so unused to it. When I tied her up by the gate here, she nearly gave me a kick.
What boys are you looking for, if you don't mind me asking?
It's no big secret, but I can't talk about it without...
Sorry, I didn't mean to pry.
Without having a drink inside me.
Ah, the ale's on the house, of course, Father.
Excellent. It's these two young fellas that recently set off for Trosky with a letter and haven't come back. One's a blue-blooded fledgling and the other's a smart-ass smith. Does that ring a bell?
Ah, Sakra. Everyone who was at the Semine wedding knows them two. They caused such a ruckus that they was nabbed and locked up in Trosky.
Well, I never. I'll go straight there then.
Well, Father, the thing is, a big force left the castle this morning, and they were ambushed in the ravine near Nebakov Mill. A terrible massacre.
Folks do like talking about hell.
Seriously. I heard the Trosky Chamberlain himself copped it. And most likely, your friends and all. I'm sorry.
What? Who's that? You said they were locked up. How could they be in the Chamberlain's company?
Annie and Kuba from the Nebakov Mill saw it. They managed to get away when it all started. Ask them yourself if you want.
They could be mistaken, though, couldn't they?
Well, if you want to be sure, you can go and see for yourself, Father. From the inn, follow...
Oh, but surely not all of them. Those two lads are as tough as old boots. Oh, thank you, in any case.
Hope dies last. I'm sorry I haven't better news for you. Safe travels, Father Godwin.
God bless you.
So there we are, my friends. I think that's a pretty damn good spot right about there. So, as you can now see, the unknown fate of Sir Hans Capon and Henry of Skalitz. We are unsure of exactly what happened after Henry's standoff with Jan Žižka, the rebel leader running his operation out of Nebakov. So all of these sort of twists and turns along the way is taking everything we thought we knew and we had learned up to this point and flipping it on its head. And even Henry and Hans, we don't know. We don't know what's happening with them. We don't know if they're going to survive or not. I'm sure the main characters of the game probably are not going to survive and will not be here for the rest. But to answer Miss Marin's phenomenal questions, first of all, yeah, what a horrifying scene. 5 people hung up on the, let me click off of the game real quick. 5 people strung up to a tree. That's horrible. An awful scene. And we are going to hope that our heroes are not among those people hanging from that tree. And yes, as this is all new to you, Miss Marin, I'm glad to see what happens before I go through my own playthrough. That's what I want to kind of be doing here for you. I'm sure a lot of us have already played the game or are playing through it right now, but this is sort of this is your tutorial. This is your showing you what can possibly happen, especially if you kind of follow a certain play style. But for right now, Hanush and Radzig, basically the guardian and the father of our 2 main characters here, sent Godwin out this way to look for Hans Capon and for Henry because they have been gone way too long. So Godwin took that task. He rode out. He used to be a pastor, as he kind of mentions a few times, but he's sinned quite a few times. If you watch the Kingdom Come 1 playthrough, you'll remember when when Henry and Godwin got into some crazy antics, and Godwin was kicked out of his parish for those reasons. Godwin arrives in Trosky. He's now at the Zhelyov Tavern, getting some insight into what just happened. And this very morning that he's sitting here drinking with the tavern owner, that huge force of von Bergov's men marched down to Nebakov, and that whole battle that we just took part in ensued. So that's very fresh. Just today, a couple of survivors have made it up to this inn, and Godwin's going to be interrogating them on what happened. Hopefully finding those young men in the time being. We'll hope for the best. And so, yeah, for right now, we are actually playing as Godwin, which is a super cool twist that I did not see coming. And I like that quite a bit. And it's he's a very cool character. And I always wonder, actually, if it was always planned to keep this guy around, or if he was just so well received from the audience in the first game that they're like, we gotta put him in here because he's amazing. But yes, absolutely. Just get into the wedding, says Miss Marin. Love that. Yeah, have fun with it. As I keep preaching with this game, take your time, explore every nook and cranny, and get your Henry as leveled up as you can. Get him ready to rock, and that's going to be your best bet. But it does look like we're winding down there, my friends. I think that's a great place to call it for the night, because we're about to take off on the next portion of this and so next stream, I will say, expect a lot. Yeah, there's actually a part of me that I think I might even just record the next hour, 2 hours of what's coming in this game, because it's very, very dialogue forward, and it would just be a lot of me sitting in the corners. So we'll see. I'm debating on that right now, because it's a lot of names and stuff coming at you, and I want to figure out a way to help keep everything straight. So with all the things going on in this, if you have any questions about the game, or if you're curious, if you're interested or anything, drop a comment. I'd love to chat with you more about that, either in the Discord or in the regular chat. That'd be amazing. Or, I'm sorry, in the comment section. I would love to see some action in there if you want to have any questions answered, or give me your take on it. I know we got some new real ones tonight, so thank you so much for subscribing. If you're this far in and you're one of those people that are watching and haven't subscribed yet, click the button, subscribe, stick around, see how this journey goes. There's a lot more Henry to go. We are creeping closer to the next map, but we still have a little bit of time before we get there. But it's coming soon. We are on our way there. So there's more to see. So definitely stick around for it. Hit that like button if you haven't yet. I would sincerely appreciate that, of course. But it's always such a great time. DJ says, exciting stream. Can't wait until the next one. Absolutely. Yes, we're going to have a lot of fun here with the next one. I might be doing something sooner. I know I said it last week, but date night kind of took over on the Thursday night. But this week I might be putting out a little bit more, so we shall see. Godwin's involvement makes the drinking in Sasau canon too much. Makes the drinking in Sasau canon, which is dope. I totally agree. Yeah, the whole storyline with Henry and Godwin is actually, as you say, it is canon because of how they're doing in this game. There's a lot of things that they're like, I feel like they are locking into canon with this, which is great, because a lot of them were optional. You might miss them. I missed the whole Godwin playthrough most of the time when I played it. I ended up finally figuring it out later on, and we did it on stream, but it took me way too long to figure that out. But either way, my friends, we have a lot more to see, lots more to do. Next time, we're going to be in the boots of Godwin himself. Tonight was a blast. We found out about a lot of things, and we're going to learn even more next time. So there's a whole lot more to enjoy. When are you? Oh, Michael, great question. So when are you streaming next? As you are new to the channel, that is great to hear. So every Monday, I'll be here for you at 6 p.m. It used to be 7 p.m., but we moved it up an hour. So it's now at 6 p.m. I sometimes will do a Thursday stream as well. I'm a little less frequent with that one, but it is every Monday for sure. But so definitely, if you like, drop into the Discord. There's a link into the bio of this video as well. But you can always count on Mondays at 6 p.m. If anything later in the week, it's usually shorter form content, some shorts and this and that. But sometimes I'll be getting that Thursday stream. So keep your eyes on the channel. I think you have already, but if you haven't, please subscribe. I would love that. And you'll be notified whenever I go live. But until next time, my friends, have a wonderful night. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for sticking around. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care, y'all. Appreciate you.